And a good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our January 3rd, 2021 stream. So glad to have you here with us. We are back with some more Late Night Mario. Just gonna be a casual stream, hopefully with some folks dropping in and out as we go. These late night streams for, like, relaxing platformers like this have actually done me wonders, not gonna lie. And I hope they've done the same for you. We've got, or I believe last night, with the incredible run of luck we had, hey, Bunny, welcome to the stream. They say, hey, it's awesome to be here after I beat Mario Sunshine finally. That's right, you did, with 96 shines, so congratulations. You should be proud of yourself, definitely. As of last night, we just crossed the 2/3 progress threshold with 80 shines, and I want to say we added it up, or I added it up off screen. We have earned just over half of the game's blue coins, so that's where most of the work yet remains. Let's also not forget that there's a 100 coin mission, I'm pretty sure, for Delfino Plaza that we're going to have to do. But tonight, we're going to start things off with a couple more 100 coin missions in the main stages. Starting with Serena Beach, because I have a feeling that this one's going to be much easier than Pianta Parks. There's also less ambiguity as to which stage we should go with. I've heard some people will earn this star, I want to say, or they've tried to earn this star by just, like, spamming coins in the roulette wheels in one of the casino missions. Don't think that's the best idea. Instead, we're going to go for Mysterious Hotel Delfino, because this will give us a full run of the exterior and interior of the facility, and have the interior populated with booze, which will drop additional coins. Bunny says, haha, imagine if I started going for the blue coins and go for 100%. Just kidding, unless... Nah, maybe if I'm really bored, though. If you had a list, or at least a checklist of blue coins, I have a feeling it would be very easy work. Again, my only complaint, it's a very tiny one with this game's collection aspects, is that we don't receive a notification or any indication of how many blue coins are available in each chapter, and how many we've collected per chapter. Hey, Admiral Kirk, welcome to the stream, man. It's been a while since we've seen you. I hope you've been doing well, and hope you're ready for a fantastic 2021. So glad to see you. They say 100 coins on Pianta Park is really easy. You can grind them by blowing up the bullet bills on the cannon mission. So they never stop giving coins then. Because I know some things in this game do. That's interesting. Thank you for letting us know. We'll do that. There's one mission I'm going to try for first, just because I think it would be fun. But if we have trouble, I will definitely go there. Bunny says I'll probably get them gradually. Definitely a better way, or probably a more enjoyable way to handle it than what we're doing, I assure you. She says I'm probably going to be playing a lot of Sunshine tonight, so you never know if I make that kind of progress tonight. Oh, definitely. Just keep us up to date on your progress. Okay. Are there any coins under the awnings here? Yeah, a couple. I think there was originally a blue coin under here, hence why there's only the one gold one. Again, we're not going to be getting a ton of coins from the exterior, short an area though it is. But getting every little bit we can before heading into Hotel Delfino is going to be very, very helpful. Bunny says, even though I beat it, I still want to keep playing. That is the hallmark of a fantastic game, I find, when you just want more. I'm that way, or I feel the same exact way after finishing a short little, relatively new indie action game / Souls-like this afternoon. It's called Fallen Angel. It's really very good. Like, so aesthetically diverse and pleasant with some fantastic boss fights. Doesn't waste any of your time, which is an unfortunate problem a lot of indie Souls-likes have. Like, they have these sprawling, incoherent level designs. None of that. Very good stuff. You can get it on Steam for, I want to say, $20 or thereabout. Bunny says, while I'm watching the stream, I'm going to work on my Sunshine characters. Did say I was going to work on those after I beat Sunshine, didn't I? Yes, ma'am, you did. Nothing there? No, no. Admiral Kirk says, I felt so sad when I completed Baba Is You. Almost 300 levels and I still wanted more. Oh, wow. I've heard great things about that game. I'll have to check it out at some point. Now, that one only gave us a gold coin after we extinguished the flame. And I imagine that's because it's a brazier that originally gave us a blue coin, right? Remember, one of them did. But I'm gonna go ahead and extinguish all of these anyway, just in case we get something for doing so. The devs really went above and beyond when considering all the different ways that, the flood functionality could be incorporated into the game. Gotta give them credit there. Can we make it? Probably not, but... No, no. Okay. Ah! Not gonna make it. Oh, hell. And he says, since I'm a Sunshine Information God, I'll probably get a decent amount of blue coins just by playing around. Yeah, I've been able to earn 20 some odd in most stages just by exploring. The issue would be the ones that are tied to specific, chapters, like that you can only get in one stage. Such as, the Boo in the attic, in the red coin mission. Which, even if it's not available in that one mission, I know for a fact I don't believe is, in Mysterious Hotel Delfino. At least I don't think so. Oh, come on now. Well, that's alright. We'll have more than enough coins, probably. Fingers crossed. I know there's a ton up in the ventilation, ducts. And there is, also quite a lot in the storage room. Between those and all the coins we can get from the booze and, guest rooms, I think we should be fine. Now we're talking. So it looks like maybe these flames are intended to give coins only when they're totally extinguished, but a lot of them have overly sensitive triggers and yield their coins a little too early. Not like I'm complaining, just kind of interesting. This will get us up to 20. Before even heading up into the more complex levels of the hotel, so... Take that back, 21. Bunny says, I streamed beating Mario Sunshine when I did do that today, so that's why I wasn't sending images or anything. Oh, no problem! And I'll probably turn that into some sort of highlight soon, since I recorded and streamed at the same time. Please do! Nothing like highlights for increasing your viewer base, bringing new people in. Or so Twitch tells me. I've only ever produced 2 in my short career here on this platform. One of which was the red coin auction from last night, and the other was my discovery of an absolutely ridiculous optional mechanic in a Little Souls-like called Hellpoint. A dark, gritty, cosmic horror game set on a space station controlled by human and alien cults alike that, for some reason, includes a piece of equipment that constantly plays electronic circus music, as long as you have it equipped. Never really explained, but man, that made my stream. Hey, there we are. Well, we're doing pretty good on coins. Did we get anything by watering these ornamental flowers? Nope. Bunny says I did the stream on YouTube, which I could get more viewers on. I used Dolphin just so that I could get good recording quality. I see. I've heard that YouTube streaming's pretty solid. May or may not have used save states on Corona Mountain. It's not exactly my favorite stage in the game. I don't think it's anybody's favorite. This right here is Old Brady's favorite. Nothing comes anywhere close, actually. Oh god, are we going to have enough coins, though? Because in the red coin mission, there were so many more up here. Emerald Kirk says, I always like Noki Bay. Hey, right on. I love its visuals, too. I've just not really played it since I was very, very young, so I'm going to have to see how we feel about it as we dive in later tonight. It's a beautiful stage, though. And Bunny says, I died so much by that point I was just done with it. I wanted to see the end. I was so happy when I beat Bowser. And then I was dismayed at Flood freaking dying on the spot. It's a common thing that happens to, like, one-off characters in Mario games. We've got to return to the status quo somehow, I suppose. Caught it that time. Bunny says, my favorites are Noki Bay and Penna Park. I'm surprised we have a lot of Noki Bay fans here, because, in my experience with the fan base, it's one of the two stages that I see catch a lot of flack, the other being Gelato Beach. Lots of people say Gelato Beach is, well, of course a lot of people dislike it due to the Watermelon Festival stage, but also the fact that, that aside, its offerings are just a little bland, which I can see. And Noki Bay, just for its difficulty. A lot of people think it's very, very linear, very difficult. I enjoyed it. Kirk says, I would love Gelato Beach if the Cataquacks didn't exist. If the red one specifically didn't exist, I agree with you. And Bunny, I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. I don't think they ever planned for a sequel or anything like that in this game, for this game, so no clue. Yep. Well, there's plenty of coins here, but I do fear that they won't be enough. Ah. Well, let's go ahead and get our fruit, anyway. If there aren't going to be enough, it's going to be very close. Kirk says, I don't think this game needs a sequel. They pretty well explored the concept here. Yeah, I would agree. I definitely think we could go for an Odyssey sequel, however. And Bunny says, if I could get a mix of Penna and Noki visuals with Bianco Hill's music, I'd be happy. And Cries and Sunshine 2 Advocate. I want to know what happens with the paintbrush and what happened to Flood afterwards. Well, Bowser Jr. reappears with the paintbrush in several of the Mario sports titles, and I want to say at least one Mario Party title. And, I want to say the Flood makes, one or two more appearances in other little side games. Or Flood models do, anyway. Okay. Let's take our crazed little eating machine to go get some coins. Hopefully enough coins. Will there be 34 just up there? Ah. Gotcha. None in there. Yikes. Do the lamps above doors give us any... No. Just the standing lamps. Kirk says, I don't want a sequel to Odyssey, I want the prequel where Mario besieges Troy. Super Mario War Crimes. Yes, sure. Bunny says, I want to be able to play as a version of Flood that could walk on his own and still have his water spraying thing. Don't think we're ever getting that. Oh, there we go. Oh, there's a lot of coins up here, but are there gonna be enough? Come on, you little sucker, just clear the way for us. Nice and easy. Each of these guys are a free coin, which makes me hopeful. Bunny says I could dream. Thank you very much, sir. That's fair enough. We did get Bowser Jr. and the Koopalings as playable characters in Smash Brothers, so frankly, with that series, you never know. I mean, we got a Piranha Plant as a playable DLC character, and I love it, and it's one of my favorites. So, stranger things have happened. My god, I think we got it. We're just gonna need 4 more. And I think we can manage that. Ah, our Yoshi meter's almost depleted. That's right, something I forgot to mention when we discovered him for the first time. Yoshi does actually operate on, effectively, a juice meter. And once the meter is depleted, once you've either sprayed it all or the time has run out, he will just give up the ghost. Meaning we've got to go grab another pineapple, which shouldn't be too tough. 1 second. Bunny says, flood for Smash. Not as Mario's down B, flood by himself for Smash. I mean, sure, again, anything's possible there. Bunny says you didn't feed him, therefore he's dead. I'm fairly certain these are just paintings, if we're being honest. That's what one of our Nintendo experts said last night. There we are. Okay, round 2, sucker. Kirk says Yoshi's juice meter is sort of grotesque now that I think of it. Yeah. Yeah, it's like our sentient painting's puke meter. Gotta love Mario Sunshine. We should be able to get just enough coins from the rafters and in the storage room, if we can find the right spot and drop down. There we go. Okay, 2 more. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. Bunny says ejaculation meter. That's correct. That's correct. Yoshi's just been eating some weird stuff. Okay. Nice and easy, honestly. Ah, but alas, Yoshi isn't able to open doors. We could do just about everything else with Yoshi, just not open doors. So, peace out. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. Yeah, make it 101. Hell, tell you what, make it 102. If we... Does that one not have a coin for us? Alright, well. Huh. There we are, nice and easy. Now, we need to do the same for Pinna Park really quickly. Bunny says, goodbye, Yoshi. Please eat lots of pineapples. He's gonna be okay. Provided somebody opens the door to let him out at some point. Now, we need to go back to the amusement park one last time. Quite frankly, I'm more than a little intimidated for the, by the prospect of getting 100 coins here. Just what coins there are in Delfino Plaza are very spread out. Well, maybe they are. Hold on. How many are in the underground? Actually, you know what? Screw it. I might try to go for 100 coins here right now. Why not? You know how we roll here. Disorganized. Hey, Spanners. Good evening. Welcome to the stream. Or good morning, I should say. I hope you're doing well, man. Where do we think this star is going to spawn when we earn it? Maybe at the top of the Shine Gate? This one's gonna take a while just because of how much stuff there is. Bonnie says, what if there was a unique kind of Yoshi for this game? Like everything's stylized in this game to be different, like Stroll and Stews instead of Goombas. Maybe I'll design a Mario Sunshine Yoshi alternative. That would be fun. Maybe like, a cutesy, anthropomorphic dinosaur that incorporates the bright colors and feathers actually believed to have been possessed by many smaller dinosaurs like velociraptors and the like. Something that has a little bit more of a tropical color palette. And Spanner says, I come from a Mario 64 Iceberg video, and I'm checking my Omega Ruby Shiny Pokemon. Oh, it spawns in the ocean in front of the fountain. Okay, okay. Oh, I think I know where you mean. I think I know where you mean. Yeah, on that little platform over there, right? Gotcha, gotcha. Most of the coins we're going to get here, kids, are going to come from the underground. Then he says inspiration hitting hard. Go for it, man. Okay. Now, do be aware this and the Pinna Park stage are going to take us a little while. What's under here? Hopefully the answer is, yeah, baby, coins. There we go. And, like, a lot of them, too. Oh my god. Okay, maybe if we just stay in the sewer forever, this mission will actually be very easy. Spanner says, if I recall correctly, you can use the airstrip to get coins, too. That's right. Hey, blue coin. That's what I'm talking about. We still need to find quite a few of them. I think after this there's going to be 14 left in the plaza. Yes, there will. And yeah, the underground theme is going to just dominate the stream for a minute. Where is it? Where are they, I should say. So the coins are all in, like, little caches. Like so. Is there one up here? Yep. So a lot of Delfino Plazas are, blue coins are underground, hidden kind of at the end of, little side paths. That seems to be obvious. Funny says, looking up small dinosaur on Google Images isn't giving me exactly what I wanted. Try a feathered dinosaur, or something similar. You'll see what I'm talking about. Like feathered Velociraptor, feathered Tyrannosaurus, and so on. Oh, blue coin? No, that is a one-up. We'll take it. Okay. Okay, Bunny, I gotcha. Spinner says, just look up Yabi. That's Yoshi's dad. Can we make that canon? Can we make Yabi a canon character? Probably not, with the way Nintendo attempts to restrict any and all additions to the Mario universe, but... Isn't it sad that the poor Paper Mario folks have to operate under an effective moratorium on the introduction of any substantial new characters, or even new takes on existing characters or, like, enemy species? Damn shame, that. Okay, should be 9 more down here. Yep, or 8 and a 1-up. We'll take it. Whoa! Okay, caught some air there. Okay, yeah, we are going to get our 100 coins very easily here. And also get a handful of blue coins while we're at it. Spinner says they work in Sea Toad Law. Yeah. Yeah, they're doing their level best to make, like, generic toads as interesting as they can. And to be fair, in Color Splash and Origami King, they do way more with them than I would have been able to. Or that I think most people would have been able to. And he says scribbling intensifies. Be sure to let us know what you come up with. Alright. Just need a few more. Now, where's the one that runs me out beneath the island? Because that one's got a ton of coins, I remember. Might be that one on the dock over there. Spinner says Professor Toad was chill. I liked all of the disco toads in the pyramid. Though that's probably just my deeply biased love for disco shining through. Oh yeah, we got this. We've also probably got a blue coin or two out here. Blue coins under the blue sea, let's do it. Hey! There we go. Nice. Spinner says, yeah, I know you love disco. Hey, by the way, man, fantastic original Pokemon. Thanks for sharing them with us. I took a look just this morning. You've got some righteous stuff. Specdeal is a personal favorite. I love all things supernatural and all things violet, and you managed to combine the two into a singular design, so that's an instant thumbs up from me. Spinner says, ain't gonna forget the time you confused 1982 for 1984 because 82 was the year disco died. Fair. I mean, it's a rough one in memory for me, put it that way. Bunny says, Alt Yoshi looking good so far. Man, you work fast. Are there any more blue coins under here? Just looking to see, because I noticed there were several branching paths. Want to make sure we didn't, like, miss anything that would be otherwise a pretty easy get. I don't think we did there. Alright. Let's go grab our prize, then. And a few more gold coins just for the prestige, why not? Bunny says, when I want to make something, I'm faster at drawing than usual. Totally fair. I just never could draw anything, and mind you, I'm a terrible artist without taking a great deal of time. Okay. We're probably going to want to use the rocket nozzle to just blow ourselves up on top of the tower, but first things first, let's make sure we didn't miss anything here. The Delfino Plaza Underground is a legitimate maze. Most of the other underground locations, like Enrico Harbor, are really straightforward in their design. Spinner says Specteal was the first one I did. I heard about this endangered type of sponge called a Neptune's Cup sponge, yeah, and thought, well, if it's dying off, make it ghost. And I wanted to have something to pull people into the sponge, so I added the eel idea. Then I remember garden eels exist, and it came together perfectly. Yes, sir, it did. And for the record, all three of them are really neat designs. The fact that I'm a huge fan of sea creatures in general, and those more commonly associated with the deep sea, or the disquieting, such as eels, only makes it easier to give them a thumbs up. Okay. It's probably gonna be, just gonna be a lazy colored sketch just to get the idea out for now. Oh yeah, nothing wrong with that. Go right ahead. Now we've got to go for, the Pinna Park 100 coin star, which I'm dreading just a little, but I've got two options. Now, Admiral Kirk told us we could just farm the bullet bills, which I may do. But I think there's one stage where we can get all our 100 coins relatively legitimately. And I'll share it with you in just a moment. Spanner says, I used to want to be a marine biologist, but I got scared out when someone said I'd have to go in a submarine. Really? Not a fan of the prospect? Is it just being, like, underwater, or like at a great depth, or in an enclosed space underwater? I can understand any of the three, mind. Okay, so what I'm thinking is this is the one where we can farm it if we want to. But other than that, we don't want any of them, any stage where we can't access both the park and the little entryway, the beach. And I think the one we're going to want to go for is probably... the runaway Ferris wheel, because this one expects the player to navigate up the mesh along the back facade of the steering, or the Ferris wheel, which suggests there will probably be coins there when we saw there weren't in Mission 8. Admiral Kirk says going in a submarine isn't a plus for that job. And Spanner says the love of sea life never wavered, though. Sea turtles will forever be my favorite animal, and I'm mad for crustaceans. Hey, right on. I include more or less the complete portfolio of Medusa-type Nidarians in my collection of favorite animals. They're absolutely precious. Oh, now these little suckers give us tons of coins. Nope, 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 not gonna miss any. There we go. Yeah, alright. That's what I'm talking about, Mario. Oh, damn! We got opportunities. Coins for days here, son. Gotta bring them down one at a time, though, because their coins vanish quickly. They each give us 5 apiece, though. Jesus, can you believe it? Which one of these suckers just stole my hat? Oh, no. Oh, no, son. Oh, we actually slowly lose health while our hat is, missing. I think that's the only time that's ever happened in a Mario game. Oh god, there's scores of them. Well, I think earning our 100 coins might be a bit easier than we expected. What say you? I love that they also temporarily get a Mario mustache while they are wearing the hat. Kind of a precursor to Odyssey, which I think somebody said in chat last night. Oh, we see a Pianta working on the cannon there. Why you would need that in an amusement park, I have no idea, but it's not like that ever went wrong for you guys. Halfway there. Spanner says, it's like I'm scared of drowning and now I'm scared of being in an enclosed metal tube thousands of feet underwater. That's fine. I totally get that. Kirk says, of course, Mario's hat is the source of all his power. In Odyssey, that's quite literally true. And Spanner says, like, the mantis shrimp is insane. A creature less than a foot in length can shatter aquarium glass. Yeah! Or what about the ridiculous power that, like, a pistol shrimp packs in its claws? And Bunny says, dropped a work in progress in the server. Well, let's go have a look-see. Oh my god, that is adorable. Very well done. I love it. Looks almost like a Carnival Yoshi. Oh, I see a blue coin butterfly. I see a couple. Hold on, we're getting Yoshi up in this sucker. We need pineapple first. Time to go with beachcombing. Beachcombing for coins, too. Huh. You know, maybe Pianta Park isn't gonna be that difficult. I had no idea we could get 50 coins just from monsters in the entryway. Jeez. Goodness. Are the coins under the beach, like, in predetermined places, or are they just kind of randomized? Because it feels like we're just digging for gold here. Spraying for gold. God almighty. This is gonna be a cakewalk. A walk in the park, if you will. A walk around the exterior of the park. A walk without the park, because all the coins are out here. Jeez. Kirk says they need a cannon so they can defend themselves from the fearsome army of the Six Flags Federation. I mean, Six Flags could use the additional revenue if my memory is at all accurate. They're not doing too well, right? Hey, blue coin. Spanner says, and coconut crabs are just massive and terrifying. That's why I love Tamatoa. And they are predetermined. Okay. Man. We have won the friggin' lottery with this stage. I thought this would be hard. And Bunny says, yeah, since Yoshi's can be found in Pianta Park, it makes sense. Maybe there'd be some kind of carnival every year in Pianta Park. Well, with the Italian, very vague Italian cultural influences of the island, that kind of makes sense. $92 coins. Can you believe that? That is gorgeous, y'all. Sorry, take that back. 96 coins. 97. Holy crap. And I thought this was gonna be the hard one. Okay. Well. Let's grab Yoshi's blue coins and then get the heck out of here. Bunny says, Nintendo hire me for Sunshine 2, I'm a genius. I'm like, just come on, guys. You gave us 2 games worth of Galaxy, and that was fine. Those games are great. But please, please give us 2 games worth of Odyssey. I love the divergence from traditional stage design tropes. You know how in Mario games it's always generic grass world, generic forest world, generic fire world, and so on and such. Odyssey gave us some really unique locales, unlike anything else we've ever seen, even when they tried to incorporate those traditional elemental motifs. Vaguely inspired by, like, the aesthetics and architecture of various world cultures, which is something I adore. And to a lesser extent, Sunshine tried to deviate similarly. Hence why I think these two games are kind of my favorites in terms of general design, especially environmental design. So, yeah, Odyssey sequel or spiritual successor, I'd be down. Like, I could really go for stages based on, you know, Imperial China, or some of the empires of India, something like that. Bunny says, what if tropical color palette, but really pretty gradients too? Yeah, that sounds good to me. So it looks like the blue coin butterflies will respawn and not drop their, their blue coins a second time. But the birds do not respawn. That's what seems to be the case here. Spanner says, if they do another Odyssey, I want to return to Tiny Huge Island. That'd be way more fun with capture. Oh yeah, or just like with a size-changing mechanic in general. And Kirk says, nah, hire me. I want to see the epic duel where strong-browed Luigi with his bushy mustache battles brilliant Hector. We need more Luigi games, and I'm of the opinion, very strong opinion, we need Luigi's Mansion titles more often than like every 5 years. Seriously, can we? Same with 3D Mario titles, by the way. We just need more of these suckers. Like, if Ubisoft can put out Assassin's Creed garbage on an annual basis, with all of the ridiculous content packed in those games. I think Nintendo could manage a really solid 3D, like, innovative platformer maybe every 3? Sounds fair? Bunny says, well, I want to make a Sunshine sequel where it's revealed that Negad Doppelganger gave Bowser Jr. the paintbrush, and turns out to be a completely new villain. How about that? What about a game where Mario has to go through, like, a futuristic dystopia dismantling a massive, illicit drug empire being controlled by Viper? I think that's the best idea that Nintendo could go with right now. Kirk says, I'm content with how seldom we get Mario games given how good they are. I don't mind waiting, my Switch isn't going anywhere. That's totally fair. And yeah, I'm okay with scarcity provided that the end quality is good, though I'd like personally just a little more. And Spanish says, Brady, that's Sonic Forces but Mario and Viper. And Spanish says, I want more Wario platformers. Yeah, man. The last one we got was what? Wario Land Shake It back in 2012? 2013? Somewhere around there? Maybe before that? Okay, we're back to Noki Bay for our second round. And Noki Bay actually has 3 bosses. Welcome back, Bunny. We've already defeated the first one during our initial visit, the Monty Mole at the Cannon, which is just barely a boss. But this time we have to climb a series of waterfalls, and then take on our second boss. At this point, I want to say there's only a single stage boss that we... Sorry, 2 stage bosses. No, hold on, sorry, thinking. No, there is 1 single stage boss we have not actually seen yet in the entire game. Kind of like Mario 64, this game really seems to front-load its bosses. Looks like getting 100 coins here might not be the hardest thing in the world. But that's okay, the difficulty of its secret stages is gonna more than make up for that. Spanish says I'll check when the old Shake Dimension came out. Kirk says, I know you just spent a minute slagging off Assassin's Creed, but Odyssey and Origins are both incredible. It's partly because they insisted on taking extra time. I can't speak for Valhalla, I haven't played it yet. If I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really like either. They felt a little bloated to me. Like, I appreciate that they were trying to do more of an open-world RPG thing with, like, quests and all that. But, especially in Odyssey, all of the targets, bar 1 or 2, felt extremely underdeveloped. And, oh god. Oh god. Oh, no. Well, almost had it. And it felt like there was more bloat than there was, like, really substantial, meaningful content and questing a la Witcher 3. I could totally get why people would, really like them, though, so no problem with that. But I actually prefer the more constrained design of, older Assassin's Creed games, where at the very least your targets are built up in the world, and missions are really intentionally, designed. I know those suckers got old over time, but it's a design that I think generally worked for the series. And if they're going to give us these great big Ubisoft-like standard open worlds, they need to be a little bit more substantial, have more things to do, and have each region feel a bit more different than they ultimately do. Which is hopefully something that the dev team will have the time to work on. Spanish says, I thought it was like 08 or 9, and I was right. And Wario Land Shake It's from 2008. Oh, jeez. Well, now I feel old. Oh! Bird with a star. Shine, whichever. That must be the 10th shine. Well, we'll just go ahead and grab it while we're here. That saves us some searching later, and that also means Noki Bay only has a single secret stage. And it's one that I believe is remembered for being pretty tough. Bunny says, I'm having so much fun with this alt Yoshi design. It's gonna look really good when you're done, I promise you. It already, like, the sketch looks very promising, so I'm excited to see where this goes. Kirk says, my only real complaints with Odyssey are that nobody fights in an Oflite phalanx, and the Parthenon doesn't have its famous marble. Loved every second of it otherwise. Right on, man. Again, I could totally see why people would really enjoy those games. I mean, I don't personally. But based on what I've seen, you may really like Valhalla then, because it's... Some people have said it's not as good as Odyssey. And these are like the people who legitimately enjoy the more recent games. But I've also heard some people say that it's about the same. So I don't know, your mileage may vary. You'll have to come back and report to us about how you find it. I'm quite curious. Spinner says, I like when a game restricts its theming, like Sunshine is so creative because it's with its locales, because of what it has to work with. And Hoplite Phalanx sounds like a Pikmin villain. Kind of, yeah. And I can't believe that Wario Land, I guess technically Wario Land 5, came out like a whopping now 13 years ago? That's insane. Wario really needs a bit more love, I think. According to some of what I've heard from, like, Nintendo insiders quoted in the media and the like, Wario's lack of prominence is partially the result of, again, the Mario team, and by that I mean, like, senior officials like Mr. Miyamoto, extremely restrictively limiting what can and can't be done with certain characters. Like, apparently it is, in all seriousness now, like, just taken for granted that, like, Wario's entire character, the only thing that makes him unique, the only thing he's supposed to be able to do is just fart. That's it. Like, they wanted to include him, I want to say, as a playable character, or were asked why he was not included as a playable character in the new Super Mario Bros. Series, and one of the developers was like, well, if we were to include Wario, we would have to find some way to include a fart attack, because that's, like, his thing. And, there was no way to really make that work with the game design, and it's like, there's so much more to the character than just juvenile humor. Like, the Wario World, action platformer / brawler developed by Treasure, does a lot with the Wario character, and does a lot of really cool stuff with him. And don't mind me, I'm just spraying. Spanner says, God, 13 years without a Wario platformer is a sin. It is. It really is. Hopefully we get one before long. Oh, God. There's a blue coin. Thank you. Knew there'd be a couple here. At least 2, maybe 3. Let's have a look-see. Spanner says, I love me some penny pinching Wario with wacky-ass power-ups and environmental effects. Hell yeah. Me too. What was the DS game? I think it had 2 different titles based on region, but, like, over here it was Wario Master of Disguise, where, like, you could switch between different, costumes and therefore, like, abilities or movesets by, drawing certain sigils on the touchscreen. I think that one was insanely well done. The one I grew up with, of course, was Wario Land 4 on the GBA. Which was one of my first games, I want to say. And you'll forgive me for not going straight for the objective right now. I'm kind of trying to see... Oh god, there's blue coins in all these alcoves. trying to see what all we can get first, as per usual. We might be able to get the 100 coin star here, too. Can you imagine that? Spanner says, oh yeah, Master of Disguise. Heard of it, but never played it. It was very good. Some of the stages felt maybe just a little overlong, but that is a terribly minor complaint. It was good stuff. Man, so many blue coins, just so many treasure over here on this cliffside, and I don't think we ever have to come to this exact area of Noki Bay at all for any missions. Yeah, I am really digging this area. Let's head back up. There's one or two areas I don't think we explored. Spinner says, this place is blue coin hell, by the way. Really? I take it, like, once we're down to the last few, finding them is just going to be nightmarish. But you know what? I'm okay with spending a lot of time in Noki Bay. The music's very calming. I love the color palette. Even the Toxin, like, with that beautiful range of, like, violet and magenta hues, is absolutely gorgeous, I think. There we are. Got some bloopers here, that's not foreshadowing at all. Now some of these, as we saw earlier, only expose these little alcoves for a limited time. So we may have to move quickly at certain places. Spinner says, yeah, big toke. And Bunny says, I finished him, it's posted in the Discord. Alright, let's have a look-see. Oh god, that's gorgeous. I absolutely love the color you used for the main body, like the almost turquoise. No, that's more like a cyan, I think. Gorgeous, absolutely, whatever it is. Well done. God help me, I'm going for the 100 coin star. Ain't nothing can stop me. May need an alternate nozzle to get a lot of these, though. Bunny says star. Yeah, they're objects of importance. Little boxes on my checklist. Oh, we've got tons of coins here. Get them all. Oh, shoot, the Tanuki's here? I didn't think they ever left. Oh, let's go see what they want. Oh, wonderful. They're offering us the use of boats, which we can use to navigate the Toxin. When he says, careful, Bree, hero with thin eyes, it's... We good, I promise you. Stick around. Hey, just rejoin us for Galaxy, where I will say stars and be absolutely correct. No. No! Oh, fuck! I thought we could make it to the waterfall in time, but, no dice. All those coins gone. Oh, no. Oh, God, no. Okay, well, let's try again. Just 22 short. Spanner says, no, say shines in Galaxy. Yeah, that's fair. Admiral Kirk says, I hate these boats so much. Yeah, they, based on my very limited time with one, they don't control as smoothly as the little, leaves in, Bianco Hills did. You know, the ones you had to use to navigate the toxic river. Bunny says, Galaxy makes me nauseous to the point of sickness, so I won't be able to, unfortunately. Oh, that's right, I'm sorry. Well, we will be playing Odyssey at some unspecified point thereafter, and I'll probably be playing Little Misfortune as a request from Seth, before that. So, feel free to join us for those playthroughs. And Spinner says, those boats suck ass. They do. They really do. Kirk says, the one at Corona Mountain made me properly 10-year-old Kirk mad. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the control, it just feels very, very loose. Like, very, very loose. Spinner says, I wanted ham, so I got ham, but it was too cold, so it's in a frying pan, so I can eat it warm. Ooh, fried ham sounds delicious right about now. I had some... well, with my dinner, I should say, not as my dinner. But as the highlight of my dinner, I had some, wonderful spicy Italian sausage. Bunny says, as long as it's not Galaxy, I'm happy to join. Wonderful. I also plan on doing a playthrough of the No More Heroes series at some point, which is, just a little more blue than any of this stuff, but, of course, you guys are always welcome to join. Come on, coins, coins, coins. Bunny says a lot of people sadly don't understand I can't play Galaxy and think I just dislike it and make up excuses. Like, if something made you sick, you wouldn't exactly like it either. Amen. Right on. Yes, ma'am. Reminds me of the situation poor Liana Doherty found herself in after, mind you, in a positive review, noting that a certain sequence in the recently released train wreck Cyberpunk 2077 gave her an epileptic seizure. The diehard fans of the game, in one of the most disgusting displays of blind fandom loyalty I think I've ever seen, reacted to this one little bit of her review, which again was a public service for people like herself who were prone to, I believe, epileptic seizures, by saying, hey, there's this one bit in the game that you really ought to look out for right now, by spamming her Twitter with color patterns and videos designed to induce seizures in epileptics. Usually, like, their proper use is as part of medical diagnostics. Like, yeah, it's okay if a toy causes you pain to say you don't like it. There's nothing wrong with that, and your health should always come first and foremost. I don't get why people don't understand that. Really don't. Banner says we had a roast, but the potatoes were kind of burnt. Oh, that's a shame. Were they like baked potatoes, or did you just roast them with the meat? Generally, when I prepare potatoes, which is not terribly common, I'll like prepare them, season them, and then wrap them in tin foil and pop them in the slow cooker. It tends to do very well. Bunny says, makes me sad that some people think that way, and oh my god, that's horrible. Yeah, the Cyberpunk fan base, or what's left of it, is absolutely deplorable. Kurt says, go straight to hell, Twitter. Yeah, and Spanners has it right, like, it's okay to call the game that causes you a serious medical incident bad. The amazing thing is, the woman who was attacked for criticizing Cyberpunk still gave it a glowing review. Like, she liked it, despite all that. But that wasn't enough for, I guess, people who can only enjoy their video game if everybody else enjoys their video game. I don't know. I don't get it. Some of my favorite games of all time have been absolutely lambasted by critics, including some of my favorite critics. Like, one of my favorite RPGs from the, gosh, I want to say the 7th console generation? Alpha Protocol by Obsidian Software. is, in my humble opinion, probably their best work from a conceptual standpoint, even though the gameplay leaves a little bit to be desired. And, Jim Sterling, one of my favorite games critics, back when they were still providing proper review scores for games, gave it a 1 out of 10. Like it was one of their least favorite titles of all time. And I think that's A-okay. My only real sorrow is that the game didn't get enough buzz for a sequel, but hey. Like, it's okay if people don't like the thing you like. Like, I'm a 22-year-old obsessed with educational strategies in science and, like, 70s R&B and disco. I am used to being an outlier. Spanner says they were parboiled, then thrown into an, like, 180 oven for an hour, tossed in olive oil to make the outside beautifully crisp and the inside pillowy and soft. Oh man, that sounds amazing. So, there's a blue coin out there, but it requires the use of a boat, and I really want my 100 coins, so we're gonna wait on it. Bunny says, I'm sure Galaxy is super fun, I'm just not willing to risk my health. Motion sickness is very real. Absolutely. And I believe me, having played both Galaxy titles several times, I can definitely understand why they would give people motion sickness. Oh god, boat. God. Christ alive. You guys are right, these controls are terrible. Indefensible, really. Oh god. Come on, get in there. There we go. Just gonna get some height so we can navigate on over to the pathway up to the boss, hoping we'll be able to pick up an extra 16 over there. Bunny says, I love Sunshine, but I never attack someone who didn't like it, so long as the opposing opinion is not stated as fact, because I hate that. Totally fair. I hate people who attack others just for having a different opinion. I've come to terms with the fact that a lot of people think Sunshine isn't that fun. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's, and I would say unjustly so, the least well-remembered of the 3D Mario titles. I honestly think Mario 64 hasn't held up anywhere near as well as, like, public consensus would have you believe, but that's fine. The controls are a little challenging, or slippery, and a lot of the design is a bit simplistic, but hey, it was like the first of its kind, right? Have to be fairly generous in our evaluation. But I get it, it can be a chore sometimes, but I would never ever attack or cause someone else pain because they have a different opinion. Our community's wonderful, and I love you guys for that. Means we are on average more moral, ethical people than Twitter, which isn't, I know it's not like a high bar, but let's still be proud, yeah? Spinner says, only issue is my mom made the potatoes, not my dad. Dads are literally to die for. Oh, right on, man. I don't think my dad can cook, like, a single thing. Or ever has, for that record. His wasn't a very culinary family. Oh yeah, by the way, here's the boss. It's Gooper Blooper. It's back again. Don't really need any additional context. Bunny says, Corona Mountain foreshadowing. He's not gonna do so well in Corona Mountain. Not necessarily. I remember it taking me a few tries as a kid. I don't remember it being impossible. I know what the challenge entails. So, oh. Yeah, Flood, get just a minute. Let's try to get... It'll be just a couple more coins. Kirk says, I still don't understand how the controls for the boat works. It seems like... Okay, first off, things we're learning, Gooper Blooper has ridiculous range. Never really been in a position to appreciate that anywhere else. Be right back with you, sir. Kark says, I still don't understand the controls for the boat works. It seems like I can do the same thing twice with opposite results. To the best of my knowledge, the issue is, especially with its turning radius, the boat just picks up an absurd amount of, like, momentum that takes a considerable amount of time or drastic overcorrection to, like, rectify. Spanner says, I will only attack people if they say knack is bad, and I gotta get the recipe off my dad. Yeah. I never played either of the knack games, but I will say this. They look perfectly competent, especially the second one, and they look very, very cute. Bunny says I may be a nerd and very dumb person. I don't think that, but at least I have morals that care about other people and love other people, that I'm very proud of. Love you all, by the way. You all deserve hugs. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Again, you guys are wonderful folks. Let's see what else we've got here. There's got to be 3 coins over here, right? Somewhere. I know this is like the half of the stage that we're not using right now, but come on, game, throw me a bone. Whoa. Okay. Cuckoo. Don't think I've ever seen that in a Mario game before. I have seen it in a Wario game, however. I want to say Wario Land 4 had a spectral condor in a cuckoo clock, appropriately named the Cuckoo Condor, as the boss of its, like, industrial world, and it was amazing. Spinner says they're really lacking if you play them. Combat is shallow and they de-emphasize jumping in a 3D platformer. Oh, I see. Yeah, I could see how that wouldn't be the most popular, but I love the concept of, like, first off, demonstrating the remarkable graphic capabilities of the PS4. What the hell? Really now? Well, at least it didn't harm us, so I'm okay with that. I love the way they emphasize the PS4's graphic capabilities by having a character made out of a million constantly shifting tiny parts, and many different kinds of, like, scrap as well. I quite enjoyed that. Bunny says, what else should I make Sunshine Alts for tonight, or what characters could I make? Low on ideas because my brain refuses to work. Well, let's see. What else would work for this game setting, or what else did we not receive, like, a redesign for in this entry? Hold on. Do we only get a single use of the springs? Uh-oh. Well, actually, we never see, yeah, Spanners says we didn't get Womps, did we? Yeah, not Thwomps nor Womps. And to the best of my knowledge, we never see normal Koopa Troopas. We see the Electro Koopas, which are, like, specialized subspecies, but, oh, damn it all. No, 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 no. Okay. The area near the waterfall is safe. That is good. That is great. I'm not going out like this. Two more coins. Yeah, Spanner says you could make them tiki. Yeah, exactly. Hell with it, I'll just use the boat. God help me. Famous last words, I'll use the sunshine boat. Okay, I guess this boat just really wants to take us out to the blue coin. Or in the vicinity of the blue coin. Dang it. Alright. Oh, that's right. I remember now. You've got to be so careful with these things. Okay, Mario. Okay, you got this, son. It's okay if we crash this time, because we're going to respawn and grab our coins. Again, just like with the watermelons, when I want to crash the sucker, it just refuses to go down. Bunny says, yo, that sounds sick. I'll do that. Great idea then, Spanners. Spanners says there's only 2 coins, just be slow with it. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. We got this. We got this. And then we just have to spawn back in and take down Gooper Blooper, which should take, you know, a matter of minutes at the very most. Oh, yeah, this is how I had to do Corona Mountain. I remember now, just very slowly, sprit, sprit. Because of the remarkable momentum that this thing builds up. Where's it going? Oh, God. Oh, God, can we even get up there right now? Well, you know what? Damn if I'm not gonna try. Let's see, did we ever gain access to that springboard back? If so, we can grab the rocket nozzle and definitely make it. Otherwise, we might have to get a little creative. Bunny says you would not believe how long it took me to get through that stupid fucking boat part. Yeah, it's... Corona Mountain is... If it were a full stage, I'm fairly certain it would be considered almost universally the least popular stage in the game. Its saving grace is that there's only, I want to say, 2 stars associated with it. Oh, there we go. Odd, but kind of handy at the same time. Bunny says I'm still proud, and stars, yeah, stars, they are though. What, you, okay, we're gonna have to jump, that's alright. Yeah! And I'm so happy I beat the game, but still, just because everything was a nightmare at the very last second before it was over. That is pretty standard with Mario games, oh god, especially if you're trying to 100% them. Usually, the struggle gets way more real in those last few missions. Oh, God. Okay. We gonna make it. Spanner says, someone once told me that they missed being bad at art because they felt they were way more creative back then. I guess maybe they had fewer inhibitions? Okay, we just gotta get to the top of this friggin' thing. Alright, beautiful. We're climbing up a shell. This is gorgeous. This is nice. This isn't terrifying at all. Real quick. Okay, that's just a flag. I thought I saw the shadow of a coin. No! No! Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Oh, man. Probably should have just used the rocket nozzle. It's not like it would have thrown us off or anything, I don't think. Hey, there's a little bit of health. We'll take it. Oh, God. Whoop. let's not forget when we come back later, there's also a ton of blue coins over there. Okay, let's do this. Oh god, it's following us, I see. No! Come on! This is almost funny. There we go! There we go. Woo! Bunny says I sometimes miss when I was a kid and still sucked at art, because I was able to draw for hours on end without getting worn out, because my art took out less energy. See, the most artistic old Brady's gotten since he was a kid has been hosting a radio program, that's it. And Spanner says I had a friend that spent most of today drawing a shrub. A nice looking shrub. And that was amazing. Thank you guys. I'm oddly proud of that. Bunny says, Asp was a very nice looking shrub, and I've spent hours on a tree before. Right on. Kirk says, we want a shrubbery. I'm very glad we managed that. I'm afraid I would have had a conniption if we didn't. Spanner says the pain I felt when you missed, and then the joy when you found out you could rocket nozzle. Yeah, that's the thing about the rocket nozzle. It's like a double-edged sword, because it almost assuredly will cause you to overshoot almost every single jump you try to make with it, but the fairly generous ability to just launch yourself back up mid-fall with the rocket nozzle kind of ameliorates some of the pain that would otherwise cause. This is basically the obstacle course or the maze from Rainbow Ride, but just like 1,000 times better. And let's not forget, there are time limits there whenever we raise the depress the alcoves. They're generous time limits, but time limits nonetheless. Spanner says, I wish I had more friends so I could play Theft and Shrubbery. You know, of all things, a dinky little game called Thief Simulator, yes, one of those interminable simulator games that became so popular on Steam, is apparently doing very well for itself this year, and actually is, not even by the standards of those games, but like by just general standards of quality, pretty good. I found this out, like, by watching several videos from a very, very talented YouTuber working in, like, gaming analysis called Charlotte and Wonder a couple days ago. And yeah, it's pretty okay. Alright. Okay, just gooper blooper, we might get smacked a couple times, but it doesn't really matter because this one's pretty easy, on the whole. Oh, Christ! I forgot. It's actually really hard to properly get a bead on its tentacles when they're down. Like, the zone for being able to properly grab them is a little funny. And usually once you get rid of the front two tendrils, you're good to go. Alright, Kirk, take care, man. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, and I hope you have a wonderful day tomorrow. Bunny says this is the joy about Sunshine. It seems like it's going to screw you over yet again, and you're going to descend into insanity. But you end up succeeding instead, and it's just so satisfying. This goes for everything in the game, just completing tough levels in general. Oh yeah, definitely. That's why I scream when I beat a tough Sunshine level. I didn't scream when I beat Sunshine, oddly enough, just cried tears of joy, which is arguably more of a reaction. Yeah, I'd say so. I did not know that Gooper Blooper's moves actually track verticality, too. Like, they'll be aimed in a different, direction if you're airborne. We saw that when we were here last. Pretty interesting. And once you've, yeah, again, once you've eliminated the front two tendrils, you're pretty much good. Alright, let's get rid of this sucker. See you in Mario Power Tennis, buddy. And he went flying straight through the Windows Vista desktop, never to be seen again. And we go flying into a tomb. Lovely. And you know what? I bet through the magic of just a little desecration, Mario can uncover some blue coins. Spanner says, theft and shrubbery is basically going into people's gardens, walking towards their window in a group, and slowly chanting, "We do beg your pardon, but we are in your garden." Getting louder until they notice you, and then you jump over their fence and run through other people's gardens. So, kind of like a slightly more intimidating version of Ding Dong Ditch. I gotcha. Let's spray all of these little alcoves. Oh, there's a gold coin, but thankfully we don't need those anymore. We have transcended gold coins. We're all about those blues now. Anything out here? No. Alright then, let's go ahead and grab our goodies. Few coins and a shine. Bunny says, since I was streaming on YouTube, I actually had an audience, and believe it or not, I was being cheered on immensely. Felt good, man. People were rooting for me, and I finally reached my goal with all these people watching and cheering. Not too many, just a handful, but enough to make me feel special. I only have 376 subs, I think, but no, see, that's fantastic. That's one of the things I love about Twitch. You'll find the communities, or the type of community that will actually sit with a person and follow them through an entire game, tend to be very supportive. And it's one of the things that I love about our community, is how like, mutually encouraging everyone is. Okay, Mario, time to stare into the sun. There we go. Oh, I remember this mission. It's kind of a throwback to the secret aquarium stage from Mario 64. Spanner says, yeah, British comedians had weird childhoods, because I don't know anyone else that would have done that. I definitely would not have, can tell you that. Right, so we've not really spoken to him before, but this man is the Noki Elder, like the leader of the community. So, yeah, he gives us, a diving helmet that's not attached to anything, it's not sealed, so presumably it's useless, but will actually allow us to survive underwater, I think, more or less indefinitely. And all we've got to do is go into an enclosed environment deep inside his bottle, again, just like the little enclosed aquarium stage from Mario 64 in the Jolly Roger Bay painting room, and collect a few red coins. This mission more or less just serves as training for what's to come. I love this. This is technically a secret stage, and it's gorgeous. What we do here is use the rocket nozzle to control, or sorry, hover nozzle to control our altitude, and just glide around. Very nice, easy, calming stage. A good little distraction from a lot of what the late game is going to have to offer us. See, we're already almost there. Is one of them in the midst of one of these schools of fish? Nope. At the top of the line of coins. And notice that our Oh yeah, our oxygen meter depletes very slowly. Which I dig. What on earth? So making contact with an invisible wall. What? There doesn't appear to be an updraft or anything there, but okay, we got it. Huh. It seemed like collision detection in that one area is a little glitched, but the rest of this is quite nice. Alright. Bunny says the people that were there were people I'd known for a long time who've been with me since I first started playing Sunshine. They were with me for the whole journey. They saw into an amazing saga today. Right on. And this level was a nightmare for me. It controlled horribly. Really? Some people aren't super fond of, like, the deep sea flood controls, I know. They don't bother me, I guess because I've played much, much worse hovering mechanics in other games. And this music that plays in this stage makes me both happy and sad at the same time, somehow. This track, Sky and Sea, I think it's gorgeous. It's used only for a handful of special stages in this game, I think. And Spanners asked, do you watch much TV? Because, boy, if so, I have some recommendations. Yeah, some. I've still got years and years of Doctor Who to get caught up on, and it's not exactly TV, but it's of the same quality. Right now, I'm marathoning The Completionist. I want to watch, like, the whole thing, since I'm years behind on that program as well. And again, Gerard Khalil is probably my favorite personality in, like, the online gaming space, because the dude's just so kind, like such a sweet guy, and pretty, like, observant, too. Produces some great stuff. And Spanner says, nah, you still drown, you just get to use Flood. And oh man, Doctor Who, what series you on? Okay, so when I was younger, I stopped watching, not because I disliked the show or anything, I just got really busy, and, like, I lost track of the schedule, and didn't want to have to pick it up in the middle of a series, you know? I'm on, Series 6, which is the last one I watched. I've seen the very beginning of the Peter Capaldi stuff, and really, really liked it, like the first episode or two, despite what other people think about, like, his run. I've not seen the vast majority of it, however, and I've not seen any of the current Doctor stuff, although I've heard great things. Bunny says I don't watch TV since I'm only fond of cartoons, and cartoons nowadays are utter crap. Yeah, I hate to sound like the old man in a 23-year-old's body that I definitely am, but cartoons were a lot better back in my day. Like, man, oh man, get yourself some K&D, Courage the Cowardly Dog, early SpongeBob. Oh, man, we had some great stuff. Spanner says Series 6 is kind of where I think it starts to dip. In my opinion, Series 6 is the worst of the lot. I did watch, I think, Series 7? That was Matt Smith's last, when I was younger, and I thought it was much better. And yeah, Bunny's got it. This is dental hygiene time. Time for the last totally original boss in the game before we reach the finale. And it's one, again, lots of people dislike, and I kinda love. Yeah, so it turns out that all this pollution actually has nothing to do with the paint. It's because there is, like, a sea monster with extremely poor oral hygiene whose, like, gingivitis is somehow so virulent that it is practically necrotic at this point. And, or necrotizing at this point. And it somehow permeates the entire ocean. So at this point, Mario's cleaning up messes that aren't even ostensibly his fault. Gotta love that. Wait, hold on real quick. I was about to say, like, my neurosis senses are tingling. I think there might be things we haven't done here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Trying to get that blue coin that's just underneath the Elder's platform. After this, I want to say the remainder of the Noki base stuff is pretty standard. You've got, like, your secret stage. You've got, I think an Il Piantissimo race. Maybe a red coin mission or two. Banner says, Capaldi's my jam, but unfortunately his first 2 series are hit or miss, mostly miss. And boys, series 11 or 12 are not written well, but Jodie is an alright actress. And they don't really have hands to brush their teeth with. Also, the purple tears it cries either refilled your oxygen or water. Not sure which, though. Oxygen... water, maybe? Bunny says, I can identify with this eel's dental health. I need to go to a dentist so badly, got baby teeth that need to get pulled. That, like, refused to loosen within, like, the standard time period. I want to say I had a couple that were at risk of needing to be pulled, not due to, like, poor hygiene or anything like that, but because, again, they were baby teeth that had overstayed their welcome. But fortunately, they all came loose, like, a couple weeks from the date where we would have to, like, give in and say, okay, let's just yank them. Okay, let's do this. Oh, nice. No, really? Really? The last time he grabbed the ledge automatically. This time, just nope. Like, I can see why people who are going for completionist runs, like myself, probably aren't too keen on the cliffside exploration. It's really cute, it's beautiful visually, but it's just a little finicky. Okay, let's try this again. Oh yeah, and Spanish says I was going to recommend Taskmaster to you. Oh yeah, on TV, Taskmaster is great. The US version isn't worth it, just watch the British Series 1. Would I lie to you? It's another great panel show, so is 8 out of 10 cats, does countdown. Okay. Very nice, I'll take a look at it. I actually really like, late night, British comedy panel programs. Like, what was the one, about television programs that Charlie Brooker hosted? Was that, God, I'm sorry, I totally forget the name, but I absolutely adored it. Come on now! Is there any consistency governing when Mario will or won't grab a ledge when he's, like, walking off of one? Bunny says, yeah, and because of that, my new teeth are coming in all crooked and the baby teeth are still in there. They've been in there for years, so many of my teeth are all messed up. I need to get so many pulled, and most certainly braces to undo all the damage. I also needed to get braces for a pretty similar reason. I would say it's just poor luck of the draw, but believe me when I tell you, having baby teeth specifically pulled, teeth that are already, like, no longer attached by an extremely strong root system, and, like, the whole rigmarole of, like, having braces is not really that bad. It's really not. And this is coming from somebody who loves to eat, like, an irresponsible amount, and having braces did not bother me that badly. Although, man oh man, I did miss popcorn. Now, I think popcorn was the only thing I very seriously missed while I had my braces. Bunny says the consistency is this when the game feels like it. Yeah, there's the odd, like, collision detection error in this game, but nowhere near as many as there were in Mario Sunshine. On the whole, it's a vastly improved product, which, you know, I dig. And here's the thing, the baby teeth are still strongly attached somehow. Okay. Well, still, that shouldn't be too terrible, I don't think. Old Brady is not a dental expert, of course. He's nominally a historian, but I don't think that would be too bad to get taken care of. And Braces says, weekly wipe? No, wait, screen wipe. Yeah, screen wipe. Man, it was great. And Spanner says, braces are fine, but they'll ruin your life if you have corn on the cob. And I had popcorn when I had my braces on. Wait, hold on. I think... So, the way orthodontics usually work, I think, is the braces, or what we would call braces, colloquially, are actually a system of different devices like wires, bands, springs, things that sound like they belong in clocks instead of human mouths, that are added or removed from the apparatus at different stages of treatment. And I want to say, Spanners, you may be right. You may have been able to have popcorn at certain stages of the treatment, like when there were less intricate elements up in your mouth, but when you were having to get, like, the crazy stuff, or the intricate stuff, the diet was more restrictive, I want to say. Bunny says I'm gonna cry if and when I get braces. I love corn on the cob so much. It's my favorite food, period. Period, really. I have no idea what my favorite would be. Possibly like a really, really good fried duck, or like a lobster bisque. Both of those are fantastic. Oh, and like a really, really spicy curried goat, like especially tender. Curried or grilled goat. Yeah, Spanner says I mean the traditional glued to teeth brackets with elastic bands, springs, and wires. Okay. Then you were doing great then, my man. You were able to have popcorn with all of that on. I distinctly remember I could not, or at least my orthodontist told me not to go too crazy with the diet while the springs and bands were on, which thankfully was not for too long, either of them. Okay. Oh, I see. We shrink the platform by spraying it with water. Okay. Okay. That's kind of cool, actually. Gonna go ahead and grab our one up. Is that it? Did we get all the stuff that's easily accessible here? I think we did. How many Noki Bay coins did we get? Half of them. Alright. Spanish says, I never had a mouthguard type you could remove, like my sister did. Now I have a retainer. Okay. I do as well. I just have to wear it by night, which is fine. And Bunny says, I'm hungry for corn on the cob, even though I know it's not in season right now. Whenever I'd go to carnivals as a kid, I'd pick corn on the cob over any candy. And when I was a baby, even before I had teeth, I'd eat it. Just suck the corn right up into my mouth. Oh, wow. That is really interesting. I don't think I've ever known anybody who said, like, that's their favorite food. Now, granted, if you get it at, like, a fair and it's prepared with, like, oil and butter and salt, then, yeah, sure. Spanner says, I've never had any shellfish besides scampi. Oh, man, you ought to see if you could get your hands on a really good bowl of, like crayfish etouffee. It is so good. It's like a thick, very hearty, seafood soup. Right, so let's go fight this boss already. I've rambled enough. Wait, no, we didn't get the second blue coin. Never mind. Yeah, so he wants us to jump into the waterfall, in a minute, old man. Oh, damn it! Wrong nozzle. Wrong nozzle. Okay. Yep, I like Noki Bay a whole lot, like just running around, but I could definitely see why completionists aren't that fond of it. Because it takes friggin' ages to get anywhere if you fall. Okay. Bunny says she eats her corn on the cob with spray butter, which is not something I think I've ever used before, now that I think about it. And hand me a cob and I'll be done with the thing in 5 seconds. This is... Oh, okay, so I've definitely... Or I've never met anybody whose favorite food is corn on the cob. I've definitely never met anyone who has a near religious reverence for it. And this coming from someone who can recite most of, like, a D-list rapper from the 1990s discography for you. And Spanner says, my mom got me a seafood platter to try stuff from, but it was all cold and drippy and just looked gross. If I have shellfish, I want it warm. Nothing wrong with that. Not a massive soup fan, and I should probably check if I'm allergic to shellfish, but again, I've had scampi without dying before. And smaller shellfish kind of creep me out, but I'd happily eat a crab claw popsicle or lobster tail. Lobster tail is great. At the same time, I'd also have said shellfish as a pet, so I'm a terrible, terrible person. I mean, not necessarily. Funny says, I worship the corn gods. I worship the Maria Sunshine gods, obviously. Right. Well, we got our blue coin finally, meaning we can now get on with the boss battle. Jeez. Okay. Are there any blue coins down here? I honestly don't know, but yeah, our arena is actually this fairly eerie-looking sunken city. And our boss is that horrifying thing, Ely Mouth. Now again, its mouth is infected, so what we need to do is just drift on down there, slowly but surely, and basically brush its teeth for it. And by brush, I just mean power wash, because that's the closest thing we're going to get here. Interesting to note, with the eyebrows, it looks like... Oh god. One side of Ely Mouth's head with the eyelashes, the one that we're spraying now, has like tertiary female characteristics, and the other one is designed with like tertiary male characteristics, which is kind of interesting, I suppose. It could be not one entity, but two. There we go. We've got 8 teeth to clean total, and fortunately, each tooth doesn't exactly take a ton of maintenance. Oh god, are we gonna make it in time? We're going to have to stop periodically just to top off our coins, or our health, by grabbing coins. But Ely Mouth itself isn't too tricky, it's just going to keep vomiting, like slime bubbles at us, and trying to eat us, which, I mean, that's a little more problematic. Okay, halfway there. Spanish says, Brady, get into the tears. Well, it said toxic materials approaching. But, alright, give us a minute. These smaller teeth on the sides of the mouths are going to be a little tougher to work with. Have a guess as to which one contains our star. Shine, whichever. Oh, well, I guess there was no saving that one. Well, we'll try one of these tiers. Oh no, maybe they give you something if you, spray them long enough. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, if you pop them, they refill your oxygen. Lovely, thanks for letting us know, Spanners. That is neat. Okay, I think we just got one more. This is easily the strangest boss battle in the game, bar none. Well, I mean, the final boss is pretty weird too, conceptually, but this is bizarre both conceptually and mechanically. And there we go, and yes, thank you, Flood, for that entirely out-of-place public service announcement. And it's down, nice and easy. Spanish says there are blue coins, but I forget if they're in this stage. I think this is the only time we're down here. So might as well take a look now. Bunny says Mario screamed before entering the water. What? Oh yeah, I totally missed that, but he did. The boss battle music is an absolute jam. I love it so much. And can I just have the entire Mario Sunshine track on loop? Just playing in real life, please. Thanks. I'm sure you appreciate the fact that the soundtracks were included in, like, kind of a sound test mode as part of the 3D All-Stars pack, yeah? And Spanner says, no problemo. Weird how the purple things help you when it's typically poison. Well, I guess, like, after you disperse the toxin, the idea is you're just, like, grabbing the oxygen that, like, the bubble actually surrounded. Still strange, I know, but... kind of eerie just running around this deep, dark, sunken city with absolutely no ambiance. Yo, 2011, you could use this as the basis for a creepypasta if you want. I won't judge. Feel free to take this. Bunny says the eel voice lines are really weird, and first I beat Sunshine, then this. I'm having a good day. Oh, lovely. So glad to hear that. Glad we could be a part of it. And Spanner says if they're here, they're on those pillars. Alright. We may have to come back for them then. Which is okay. Spanner says Sunken City feels very Lovecraft. And Bunny says, yeah, I love that. I wish I could listen to Mario Sunshine music while I try and sleep, since I've been having sleeping issues of late. Oh, I'm sorry. I really think it helped me, but I don't think my parents would be happy with that. Throughout the entire pandemic, I've been having difficulties getting to sleep on time or getting up on time in the mornings myself. You know, used to be for work, right? Since, again, I work at the university I attend. I'd usually have to be up, like, you know, 6:30, 7 in the morning, and I loved that. But now, the time is an illusion in 2020 and slash 2021. And Spinner says, if I'm perfectly honest, I usually sleep to Brady's old creepypasta readings. That's very, very kind, thank you. I may need to release some more at some point, but the time would have to be right. Maybe like October-ish, we could dedicate a few weekly streams to them or something like that. And I was right, yeah, there's an Il Piantissimo stage. Fun. And yeah, Mario Goes to Relay would be a wonderful either creepypasta or just an idea for a 3D Mario stage. And Bunny says, who says creepypasta stopped being made? Oh, they didn't stop being made. They were just kind of this really popular cultural phenomenon, almost inexplicably, from like 2009-ish to... Oh, Spanners, help me out with this, man. Like, maybe around 2014? Like, that's kind of when the creepypasta boom died down, 14, 15? Okay, let's try and take down Piantissimo. We're not gonna do it this time, but... My god, he can swim now. Since we cleared up the bay. That's right. In these scenarios, there is no longer any type of corruption out in the bay. So we can explore to our heart's content, and my god, that was easy. Geez, that was even simpler and much shorter than the beach race. Okay, yeah, sure, thanks. I guess they wanted to give us, like, another breather stage after Elimau? Bunny says 2021 is an illusion. We're still all still in 2020, just more of it. I refuse to believe it's 2021 until something good happens. Well, hey, good news is before too long, and I mean, hopefully we're talking, like, within maybe a month, 2 months, something like that, many of us will be able to start receiving our vaccines. Maybe, like, between 2 and 3 months at the very, very least. Which would definitely be a hashtag good thing. And Spanner says, you ever need a co-host? I know a lot about obscure and terrible pastas. And no, I'd say later. BCP had content going strong into 2017, far as I recall. Since, like, 2018, it's been drying up, though. Yeah, but, like, the bad creepypasta guys, they also had a tremendous backlog, I feel like. Like, so many stories from that, like, boom era sent into them that they were pulling from their vault, I want to say, right? Like, stories that had been recommended to them years ago, well into, like, 16 and 17. Or maybe I'm thinking less of the time creepypasta dried up and more of, like, around the time when a lot of the material started to become extremely derivative. Oh, well. At any rate, it's time for the single secret stage in Noki Bay, and kids, this one is a doozy. This one's kind of notorious, actually. Oh, wait. I see graffiti, and graffiti means blue coins. Speaking of blue coin, I also see one down here. There we go. Hey, Val, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well, man. Oh, we may just get suffocated to death here, but that's fine. That's fine. We got our blue coin. We win. Yep, it's okay, though. We got plenty of lives, so we're good. And Spanner says, to be fair, it's almost always been a creatively bankrupt vacuum with a few exceptions. Yes, that's largely true. But I think it's because there's absolutely no barrier for entry, unlike, say, the Holders series or the SCP Foundation, which tend to have more strictly codified and enforced rules as far as, like, quality standards go. And Val says, gasp, he died. Yeah, he is, and that's only going to happen more frequently in this stage, because it's, as Bunny says, this one's kind of notorious. It's a really well-designed platforming course, it's just very, very tricky. Wait, is there anything out here? Aside from a line of coins that they are trying to trick me into using a boat for. Nope, just looks like a pretty simple slalom course. Spanner says, also I booted Sunshine to check if the unpopped eel tears heal you. Since they give you oxygen, yes they do. And Val says, who else is in here aside from Bunny? Yeah, Spanners. Bunny and Spanners, to the best of my knowledge. We may have people lurking, I don't know. Okay. Graffiti time. What do we have? Oh, no. That's on the far opposite side of the map. You can swim a little faster by using the hover nozzle, but I don't think it's fast enough yet to make a difference. It's almost like we're going to need the, not the damn boat, that's for sure. Wait, is that the dash nozzle? No, it's not. I guess the dash nozzle can fix this. Bunny says I'm gonna dip from the stream. I would say I'm gonna work on Sunshine stuff, but I'm actually dipping to jam to the soundtrack. Sorry, have no excuse, that's what I do when I leave. No worries. Take care, man. And no, Val, this is not a slow stream. This is actually pretty good for, like, late night anyway. Glad all of you guys could join me. Oh, thank you, Bunny. Take care. And thanks for joining us. Spanner says, they hurt you before you popped them. Don't know why they healed you when they were still evil and purple. Yeah, no, I thought, oh, we're gonna have to do something to interact with them, right? Oh, just... don't make me use the damn boat. Come on. I see how it is, Mario Sunshine. You want me to use your terrible boat controls, but I refuse. Oh yeah, Val says late night, but it's like 8, well, almost 9. Yeah, you're right, I'm sorry, I get so used to streaming for Central European time that, like, I'm used to announcing this as like, oh, super late. Yeah, Spanner says get the turbo nozzle for this coin. I think it's available. Yeah, I was about to say, I hope so. Let's see if we can't spy it somewhere around here. Because the turbo nozzle would make this, like, basically a non-entity as challenges go. Spanner says, yo, it's me, Central European time. Well, no, I'm thinking, like, Seth and Potato and so many of our other friends join us from Central Europe. So I've gotten to the point where, like, when I actually post times for my streams in advance, I put them in both Central American time, or Central Standard Time, I believe, and Central European time simultaneously. Nell says LMAO when your main audience is from Central Europe. I think that is so cool myself. Really appreciate it. And I think it's because of the time I usually stream, which is usually a bit earlier in the day, is, like mid-late evening over there, making the streams very, very accessible for people in that time zone. And Spanner says it's still like 3 AM here, LMAO. Yeah. Yeah. Don't stay up too late now. Where's our damn turbo nozzle? Oh. Good. Yeah, it's there. Why wouldn't it be there? Okay. We've gotten this jump once before, except now instead of a blue coin, it's something very mediocre. We could do it though. I do appreciate these little pools they have peppered throughout the cliffside that allow you to recharge your flood. It also says, especially when people get back from work and need a nice, calming voice swearing at video games. Oh, that's right. You missed the Did you miss the auction highlights from last night's stream? The Brady auctions 8 red coins clip. Because Yeah, we'll have to use a very liberal definition of calmness. Yeah, I was about to say. We've not had a moment like that yet tonight. Which I miss. Yeah, I couldn't remember because, like, half the audience missed it, which I hate because it is... Yeah. Good old Mario Sunshine collision detection. It only happens with ledges, though. It's not like Mario 64, where once in a blue moon you'd have the game just flat out fail to detect you hitting a platform or something. Sometimes to your benefit, mind. This one just seems to have some odd little difficulties with detecting, like, ledge grabs. Specifically, grabbing ledges from a fall. So, like, ledges that you pass from above. Spanners says, I won't take that turbo nozzle slander. Turbo is way more fun than any blue coin. Well, yeah, but we kind of need the blue coins to complete the game. Which reminds me, oh god, if I plan to actually 100% Mario Galaxy, I'm gonna have to get all 120 stars twice. But one of those playthroughs would be with Luigi, so it would be much better. Alright, yep. Let's try that again. Because with this, we'll get 2 new shiny blue coins, bringing us almost to 2/3 of all the little goodies for Noki Bay. Spanner says you need the turbo nozzle to get the blue coins, Brady. It's a win-win. I know. I'm more of a rocket nozzle man myself, if we're being honest, but it's not because I dislike the turbo nozzle. I just think, well, like the rocket nozzle, it's kind of underutilized. You can go fast and have 100%. Oh, man. Is this supersonic sunshine? The game where Sonic just finally gives up on trying to please his constantly infuriated fan base, and instead just decides to go on vacation using what little money he has left. Mel says, see, I was contemplating streaming some jewelry making and ASMR tomorrow. You're too slow! Oh, yeah, that actually sounds really nice. I'm sure you would pull in a great audience. Plenty of people need nice, calming content right now, I tell you what. And, Noki Bay is not it. Well, thanks for the heads up again, Spanners. This will allow us to get these blue coins really, really easily. At this rate, we may only need to do one, like, infuriating blue coin acquisition stream. That's one. And two. Yeah, see, this feels so good and actually controls really tightly. But the problem is we don't get to do much with it. But hey, now at least I have an excuse not to use that goddamn terrible boat. Yeah. This has nothing to do with the objective of the stage, and I kinda love it. Al says I don't know how well I'd pull off ASMR, though. Oh, I'm sure you do quite well. It's not a genre I'm intimately familiar with, but, I think you would get the hang of it quite quickly. And feels like how my, Volkswagen drives. Yeah, Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. Turbo nozzle compared to, like, say, Spyro's Dash from the Spyro trilogy feels really, really good and really responsive. We've played with a lot of dash mechanics on this stream, and I feel like the turbo nozzle may be among my favorites. It's okay if we get burnt by the sparks, it's not gonna matter. You just gotta bounce up a sequence of, I suppose, power lines that aren't really connected to anything in order to get to the large conch shell. And from it, our bonus stage, and a pretty, as I said, a pretty notorious one at that. Val says, hey, just turbo your way up that zip line. Oh, if only you could. If only you could. And Spinner says, well, you can't turbo store, can you? Rocket gives us that game-breaking height. It really does. And it was even useful in one of the secret red coin challenges, which I would not have expected or anticipated in a million years. Let's just go ahead and try getting to the top of this sucker real quick. Which, of course, we need to do. Okay, run, Mario. Run! Oh, God. Val says, ooh, bummer. It wouldn't be too hard to code. Oh, yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. Oh, God, no. No, Rocket Nozzle. Rocket Nozzle, wherefore art thou? Ow. Damn it. Damn it! Okay, well, well, we can still make it. Kinda, sorta. Really? Ugh. Noki Bay is the only stage in the game where, like, just run-of-the-mill navigation is intended to be challenging. From the best of my knowledge, anyway. Oh, now the friggin' thing starts following us. I hate this. I cannot tell you guys how much I hate this. It's almost like they wanted to give you an excuse to use all of the specialized nozzles in a single stage. Oh, no. Alright, that's okay, just come over here. Spanish says I think I skipped most of this by bouncing and spinning to get height. Yeah, that would do. And Val says I guess that's an excellent question. I should figure out what my potential audience would want me to play. What do you think would be a good game for me to start with? Are we talking, like, for specifically, like, ASMR Let's Play streams, or just, like, streaming in general if you're planning on starting back? It's okay, as long as we make it, we activate the checkpoint. Yep! Got it. Val says, nah, just streaming in general when I start back up. Well, I enjoyed your Dark Souls 2 streams. You could always do some more of those. Or failing that, if you want, like, a short game that's really, really good, I just completed a short but insanely well-crafted action game for the PC called Fallen Angel this afternoon. Absolutely fantastic. Draws very lightly from Metroidvania and Souls-like inspirations. And is just a fantastic ride all around. Got great lore, great design, lots of variety. And, like, I beat the whole thing, all 18 plus bosses included, in, I want to say, about 4 hours. So, not half bad. So welcome to Timing Hell. Of the game's secret stages, I want to say this one demands the most of the player alone. Like, this is, a wall jump challenge. As designed by Satan. These aren't too bad, however. That says, looks like an isometric title. It is, yeah, it's really, really good. And maybe I should play... It's like, El Shaddai, Ascension of the Metatron, or I should say, all of the style, lore, and incredibly versatile visual design, or audiovisual design, of El Shaddai, Ascension of the Metatron, with all of the gameplay of an actually good game. And maybe I should play the Darksiders Saga. Yeah, those are great games as well. Darksiders 2 especially is one of my favorites of all time. And Val says I'm more of a fan of third person for better or worse. That's totally fair. Okay. This looks a little tricky. Really, Mario? Okay, no, we made it. Not gonna complain. Oof. So this is really just testing... Honestly, I like this stage, because what it's doing is testing our basic working knowledge of all of Mario's major jumps. Almost. Oof. Okay. Let me think. Maybe a triple jump? Yeah, that's the right idea. Or maybe from the nail? Nope. Okay, hold on, I got this. Oh god. Spanner says I hate this level so much. Doing the red coins made me want to tear my ears out. And Val says, yeah, I remember that was a meme. Like, like Mario 64 era cover of Country Roads. That was fantastic. Oh. Christ. There we go. Okay, so it's just really tight positioning. I can dig it. And yeah, Spanners, I could see how the red coin mission here is going to make me want to tear my hair out. It's a really well-designed stage, not gonna lie. Like, there's no problems with it, it's just tough. Nothing wrong there. Nerve-wracking at that. Yeah. Huh. Okay. Now just time to climb the tower, which is a little trickier than it looks. But we managed. And more of these suckers. Next to the gears, probably the trickiest platforms to navigate just in terms of, like, maintaining a solid surface to run on. There we go. And Val posted a link. Yeah, do check that out. It's a pretty damn good clip. One of my favorites, released about a month or so after Fallout 76, I think, is like a full play of John Denver's original cut of Country Roads, accompanied by absolutely ridiculous glitches from players' Fallout 76 experiences. So, like, just enemies sliding along the ground or in the ground face down in a T-pose, models glitching out until they stretch to cover the entire screen, all accompanied by this very, very lovely little folk pop song. Yeah, Val's seen the video too. It's good stuff. Speaking of good stuff, let's head back to Noki Bay for a Shadow Mario mission. Okay, you guys are both men of culture. You've seen, we've got a cultured audience tonight. Everybody's seen it. Okay, so this time Shadow Mario's going to be swimming. That's all we know. It's otherwise much the same thing, just terrain that's a little trickier to chase him down in. I do love all the folks who are like, well, Fallout 76 is totally justified in its existence because it's good now. And it's like, A, citation needed, B, and I mean, I love that people who spent their money feel like they got their money's worth, certainly. But, like, oh, it only took, like, the better part of a year and a half, 2 years, and now it's decent? So, victory, Bethesda? Yeah, and Val says, it's, quote, good now, yeah. Spinner says it's not No Man's Sky. Well, at least with No Man's Sky, the devs never implemented like a microtransaction system and never intended to. And also, and again, that game was mismarketed. I believe that without necessarily ill intent, just due to being overwhelmed, some of the devs and the publisher intentionally lied about some of the content that was or was not in certain builds. But they worked really hard to provide, at absolutely no additional charge, a game that was as close to their original vision as they could manage. And even though it's not necessarily my kind of game, the game they originally were hyping was exactly my kind of game, for the record. It sounds like it's extremely high quality for players looking for that type of experience, and something that, like, its players are actually, like, quite happy with now, which is right for... Yeah, and Val says No Man's Sky is a gem. I've heard so. I played it for about 2 days at launch, and, oof. It wasn't unfinished, like, literally just, like, half of a game like Cyberpunk is. And Cyberpunk is half of an arguably extremely poorly written game. No Man's Sky at launch was just kind of like Carbon Craft, which, again, if that's what some people were looking for, at launch it was great in the eyes of some. Oh, here we go, the red coin fish. I think this one sends us back into the bottle, or no, back into the terrifying-looking sunken city. Spanner says it got overhyped and couldn't meet that at launch, but the team did a great job putting more in. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. They really, really proved their mettle as devs, I think. Like, going in the trenches. And Val says, here's another game that launched awfully, made its way to being a quality game, Assassin's Creed Unity. You know what? That's absolutely right. I only ever played it after all the patches, and as somebody who's not a huge fan of, like, the contemporary Assassin's Creed games, I thought it was really quite a nice time. And Spanner said mainly the lead programmer, too, rather than crunching his employees. Yeah, that's, I would say, the biggest point that NMS has over Cyberpunk. Because you just know those poor people at CDPR are going to be forced into months of further crunch to rectify what was essentially their boss's mistake in releasing the game too early. And releasing the game against their wishes at that. Hey, Bunny, welcome back. Oh, I'm sorry you're not feeling terribly well. I know the pandemic has just done a lot to everyone's mental health, mine included. And I'm glad that we can help, I really am. This is another very simple mission. We just gotta pluck all the red coins from that one moving formation. Oh, and the Noki are back. Lovely, I suppose. Well, let's just go pluck those suckers out of the fish. Which is actually a little harder than it sounds because of the fact that it's constantly in motion. Now, good news, its entire body is comprised of coins. So, every time we make contact with and absorb a part of its body, we'll get some of our health topped off. Come on, reform. This might actually take us just a bit longer than Elimouth, just because of the mobility issue here. Has this unfortunate tendency to just explode into all of its constituent parts. You have to keep an eye on it for when it reforms at the top of its loop. So basically, Mario's decommissioning an SCP in this mission. Something our boy doesn't do frequently enough, I don't think. Oh, no, never mind. That's very easy. Spanner says, yeah, CDPR's really fucked over their devs. Ironic how they were hailed as gaming messiah when The Witcher 3 released. Also, check the very top of the pillars down here for blue coins. Yes, sir. The amazing thing is that CDPR's positive reputation was built almost entirely on the back of the Good Old Games platform, or GOG, and then Witcher 3. Like, if you look at their actual discography, they have released nothing that isn't Witcher-themed prior to the release of... Oh, there it is! Thank you, Spanners. I never would have found that otherwise, man. Prior to Cyberpunk. So, and, like, the popular consensus is Witcher 1 was a flawed gem on release, but is generally received to be really, really good as a PC adventure game of its time. Witcher 2, shorter, a little bit narrower in scope, but a smoother experience overall, both on PC and console. And then you have Witcher 3, which is considered by many, myself included, to be one of the greatest games of all time. But that's the thing, it's like they really hit it out the park once. And that's not... Like, more power to all the devs. Again, I need to stress that whenever I say something negative about, like, game development companies and the like, I'm never criticizing the individual developers, because I know so much of what they do is not only excruciatingly difficult, but often dictated to them by a bunch of suits who have business considerations rather than ultimate quality or creative expression in mind. But, like, that's not an established reputation. That's this one really good game, and you're hoping they can make lightning strike twice. They haven't. My favorite comment I've seen regarding the whole thing that wasn't a meme or something, in regards to Cyberpunk, was just a simple, exasperated, this game is like a greatest hits of fucking up. And they're not wrong. And, Bunny says, my inability to stay happy on my own is what I speak of. I guess I started feeling lonely, so maybe that's why I decided to come back. That means I consider y'all... Oh, that's lovely. Thank you so much. And you are welcome to spend as much time as you'd like with us here in the stream. As I said, I'll be trying to stream way more regularly this forthcoming year. I will be busy with... Let's see. This semester, I've got work on my thesis. Oh god, that's going to be daunting. One class I'm kind of, sort of teaching. In fact, oh god, that reminds me, I have like 3 weeks to slap together a syllabus. And then one class I'm taking, but I should have time to stream with you guys more days than not. And yeah, Val says their track record is single digits. No, their track record is a single number, and if you're talking about all of their games, then yeah, they released like 6. Oh, Bunny, I really appreciate that. And as someone who was also homeschooled growing up, I know exactly how you feel. Trust me. Once you get into, like, the university level, you'll be able to, go out and meet lots of really interesting people, like, in and around your school or things like that. And Spanner says, I'm trying to be around more, but I get caught up in other things. Oh, man, no worries. You're dealing with a very demanding university program, so no problem there. We came back here, I don't know why. Thank you, Bunny. That means the world to me, knowing that we can make a difference, as intended, just by, like, having fun with an audience or with others in the community. I think that's lovely. And Val says, I mean, all things considered, I'd prefer that to something like Bethesda, where our Lord and Savior Todd Howard claims that his products just work when they never ever do, even after numerous patches. Yeah, but I guess kind of the thing is, with Bethesda at this point, and to be fair, I don't like their games very much either at this point. You know exactly what you're getting, and you know that, like, in their internal culture, if it was good enough for, like, 1998, it's good enough for 2021 is, like, a hard, fast rule. You can know that going in. CDPR's executives, again, the execs, not the developers, who were furious with them over this whole thing and damn near rioted in the aftermath, tried to tell them time and again, the execs tried to very strictly control what information was and was not dispersed through early reviews and outlets and what material they did and did not have access to. We had no indication, aside from what we had seen in previews and in the little demos they had shown off for people, that the game was going to be anything other than, if maybe not like a Witcher-level Smash, very, very good. And Val says Skyrim still feels unfinished. Yeah, it does. I'm hoping that, like, maybe they just get some new blood on board over the next, like, few years and are able to turn some of that around, but let's finally head into Stage 7 now, yeah? Since we haven't seen any of it thus far. And Val says, to be entirely fair, Gwent is also a smash hit. That is true. That is true. But it was also... I was having this conversation with Seth and a couple of our other friends over the past few days, actually during the first episode of our podcast, which you can catch over on Spotify, I want to say iTunes, like Apple Podcasts, or I think Google Podcasts, that Gwent, even though it's successful in its, like, standalone format, was probably also a better and more engaging pick-up-and-play game in Witcher 3 as well. And Spanner says, I haven't really met many people at uni, but that's mostly because nothing is happening in person. And their Discord isn't as interesting as my other Discords. Yeah, no, that's fair. Pandemic-era university is a totally different thing from normal university. Trust me, I know, we miss it very dearly. Bunny says, yeah, this community really makes me happy. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Super chill and fun. I wish I had more to bring to the table just in general. No. Your art is fantastic, and I really appreciate that you're finding your way into streaming as well. No, you contribute a lot, and the great thing about our community is no matter what you have to bring to the table, you're going to find somebody who very genuinely appreciates it. Val says, boy, I'm hanging here with nothing but sass and hatred. You're bringing more than me. And, well, with Microsoft's purchase of Bethesda, they'll have to actually finish a game. Yikes. Oh, that's right. You know, and I am not a Microsoft fan. Far from it. But I'm hopeful that their current paradigm of, like, second-party studio, like, trusteeship, you know, what they're doing with Obsidian and hopefully what they're doing with Double Fine, largely just buying these studios up, providing funding, and allowing them to do their own thing autonomously, since all three of those Xbox One X or Xbox One exclusives didn't exactly go anywhere as far as selling consoles, will be beneficial for both the developers and the public alike. Spanner's asked, what gets a new port next, GTA 5 or Skyrim? Skyrim, of course. GTA is just like treading water with its online component at this point, but Skyrim is going to be ported. I'm surprised it hasn't been retroactively ported to the NES or the Magnavox Odyssey at this point. Val says, a crossover. GTA comes to Tamriel and the Dragonboard heads on over to Los Santos. That actually sounds amazing. Like, for a duology? Man. Oh, and Bunny, don't worry. We really appreciate you. Promise. And hey, we're starting off our final world, Stage 7, in the homeland of the Piantas, Pianta Village, which is set atop a gigantic tree. I guess the gimmick of Pianta Village is, depending on the mission, it'll be either day or nighttime here. The ancestral home of the Piantas was built in a giant tree as protection against wild beasts. Giant mushrooms thrive beneath the village. Spanner says Banjo-Kazooie goes to Minecraft. Oh god. Real quick, let's explore these mushrooms neath the city for blue coins first, because I'm just a blue coin fiend at this point. Anything? Anything at all? Ah, there we go. Some more of those gates. And yeah, Val's got it right. Like I am at this point. It's because you need to get 240 of the suckers to 100% the game. And yeah, looks like there's nothing we can do here for now, except go ahead and clench in anticipation of one of the tougher obstacle courses in the game. Ooh, yeah. Bunny says the Pianta Village music makes me feel nostalgic, even though I didn't grow up with this game. It's, it sounds like something that would be in an older game, honestly. It honestly wouldn't sound out of place in, like, the Yoshi's Story or Yoshi's Island soundtrack. Not the Yoshi's New Island soundtrack, though, because that is just straight trash. Bunny says 240 blue coins. I think I could do that. Watch me. Yes, yes, ma'am, go for it. We've got more than one would think at this point, I promise you. Val says, damn, Brady throwing shade. No, no, no. Go to YouTube right now and look up Yoshi's New Island OST, The Yoshi Clan. And just trust me on this. A multi-million-dollar international company gave the okay for this to be used as one of the first pieces of music players hear upon booting up the game. Oh, Spanner says somehow through space and time King Bowser appeared. Oh, God. Wait, hold on. Hey, mister, think you could spare us a hand here? This dear lady's pets have decided to go on a little rampage. More of the, I guess this was one of the first incidences we saw of, like, it being a trope in Mario to own chain chomps. No, not the bees! They seem to be acting normal. Okay. Great. Val says I did not sign up for Kazoo Brady. Yeah, and, Bunnyvids just listen. Yep, that's the Yoshi theme. So the goal here is pretty simple. Spray these chain chomps, or chain chomplets, till they calm down, then drag them to a massive reservoir of water and get them to cool off, I believe. First things first, though. Blue coins. Yeah, and you want... That's the worst track in the game, but the rest of the soundtrack isn't much better, because, well, the main title track also includes a great deal of kazoo, and most of the stage themes are just remixes, and I mean like slight variations on one single tune, with very few exceptions. You may remember a particularly pleasant sounding version of it being used as one of Yoshi's battle themes from Smash Brothers. That is the only variant of the song that I think is much worthwhile. And Spinner says, never make me listen to that again. I'd rather listen to Stull. And Bunny says the Sonic Adventure soundtrack was better. Look that one up and listen to round 1 and 3. No, I believe you that it's probably very bad. But yeah, when it's not just hot garbage, the Yoshi's New Island soundtrack is just one song remixed 100 times. This was from Nintendo's era of playing it extremely safe and samey with all their properties, something I'm so glad they're out of as of the Switch era. Val says I'd rather listen to myself learning One Winged Angel on viola. Are you trying to play the viola by chance lately? Is that something you're trying to learn? Oh, we'll be coming back here later. Just you wait. Pianta Village is not a stage I spent a lot of time with when I was little. So I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about it, but I'll say this, it's very pretty. Also, I've more or less learned it, mostly just polishing stuff I don't know. Right on. And Bunny says, someone else do it then and tell him, I need backup. I will believe you. I do believe you. Ah, there we go, blue coin. Yeah, that's the good stuff. Go on, just one more. Let's go for the big 30. Hey, check it out. From here you can see virtually the entire island. I do really appreciate that you can see, like, several of the stages from within each other. Really gives you a sense of the island being a single cohesive locale, yeah? And what's down here? Nothing, just a passage to the underground, or the under tree, I suppose. Spanish says I can play the Song of Healing on Ocarina. Oh, nice. Oh, I guess Val just listened to the Sonic Adventure 7 soundtrack. Oh dear. How on earth did you get yourself boxed in here, kid? Oh, never mind. At least getting 100 coins on this stage probably won't be the worst thing in the world. You know there's gotta be at least one blue coin in here. there ain't Piantas, I swear to God, this time I will go through and pollute your entire island. Give up the cash. I ain't get it from Yoshi, but I'm gonna get it from you. Oh, Val says I love my ocarina. And Bunny says because ouch fuck would be an appropriate reaction. The actual Sonic games tend to have pretty consistently awesome soundtracks, I will say. Val says RIP headphone users and Brady want that dosh. Yeah, he does. He wants them shines or stars, whichever you prefer. There's plenty of graffiti around here we can spray for coins. I approve. Just watch, there's going to be like a single blue coin in one of the stage's like 50 crates. This feels like music, visuals, and all, almost like a Banjo-Kazooie level, doesn't it? Which is not a bad thing at all, mind. Right, so we need to drag these suckers, after cooling them down with some water, into the water to permanently pacify them. So grab them here. Oh, and by pull them, I mean like slingshot them, because of course. There we go. Just gotta do it a few more times, and we're good. Don't you dare... Okay, we'll get him headed in the right direction, at least. Oh! Shoot, managed to get it on the rebound. Nice. Oh, good night, Spanners. Take care, man. Thank you so much for joining us. And Val says I did. It was awful. I made it 3 seconds. And Bunny says I had to listen to it end on end for 2 years. Oh, wow. And, Bunny says, this is my revenge against the world. You will now be pain. Now, to be fair, I like bad music, so if I were to listen to the Sonic Adventure 7 soundtrack, I'd probably just find it funny. I mean, our longtime friends here can tell you that the world of Viper is probably much, much worse than anything that you can find online. And Val says, what a shot. British should play golf, I guess. Oh, no, too boring. But even the Mario Golf games are kind of dull. But, I tell you this, been ages since I played. I do really love mini-golf. Golf's more fun, but less intellectual little cousin. Like, whenever people need recommendation letters, they always make sure to call up golf, but if they just want a fun weekend, like, they always take mini-golf with them on, like, the weekend vacays. Funny ass Mario Golf stream? Ooh, no. And Val says, okay, but Brady, that doesn't constitute as music, okay? It's loud noises and discordant keys. Oh, so it's like noise music, I see. Well, to be fair, a lot of Viper's music probably doesn't constitute music either. And yeah, sure, Bunny, feel free to link it. I'll take some time to actually be able to listen to it, but please feel free. Nice. Remember, always be kind to your pets. Why is it that as of Noki Bay, Flood just starts giving us PSAs? Brush your teeth. Don't throw your dogs. Thank you, Flood, but I think there's some more pressing matters right now. Also, I just looked up my stream history, and I don't think I've ever played Dark Souls 2. No, you do. I distinctly remember, chatting with you as you went through Hades Tower of Flame. You may have been playing the Scholar version, but you did. Val says Flood is Bob Barker confirmed. Tagged him in the general. Yeah, Bunny says, what channel should I put it in? Wherever you like. Music, maybe. Music, memes. Wherever you think would be most appropriate. Now wait, there was some... Ah, there's a blue coin. But there was also some graffiti, like the shapes we could spray to initiate some blue coin time trials. And Val says that might have been a Discord-only stream. Maybe, maybe. But at any rate, it was good stuff. Okay, where's this? Oh, please tell me it's not going to be underneath the tree. No, it's not. Okay, it's just on the side of the hot spring. Or the Pianta bathhouse, I suppose. Oh, this won't be too bad. Val says I didn't ever do it on my Twitch channel. That's about what I thought. It must have been then, because I distinctly remember seeing it. Come on. Oh, this one's got a very narrow required radius. Oh god, where is it? Oh, well, we're gonna miss it, but it's over there. Right, right, so far across the stage. Really should spray up or wash away some of the goop to make this just a little easier. We'll have gathered a ton of blue coins in Pianta Village by the end of this one mission, won't we? Like maybe 7 or so? I'll tell you what, that is not half bad. God almighty. We made it, though. Val says I remember doing it, just don't think it was long enough or in-depth enough to actually put it online. I got you. And Bunny says, Val, already put it there for you, so there you go. Sonic Adventure 7 music. No joke, I would legitimately love a Sonic Adventure 3. Man, the first two were so good. The first one, in particular, was like, man, oh man, fantastic. Let's see, is there anything near the top of the tree? Anything blue and with, like, persistent, long-term financial value? Oh, looks like we probably need the rocket nozzle for this. Never mind. Was fun while it lasted. Oh, dude, check this out. Like, this coating of liquid surrounding the mushroom cap. Not seeing that anywhere else. Huh. That is so strange. Okay, I'm not even angry at that. That was great. Well, I think we saved everyone. Time to quit playing around and get our shine, then. Hey, there we go. Shine. Bunny says Mario Sunshine is just Sonic Adventure 2, just so much better. I don't know, I never liked Adventure 2, but yeah. No, I don't really see that. They were very different games. Adventure 2, in particular, more so than Adventure 1, was extremely linear, and with 3 totally distinct playstyles, not counting the multiplayer modes, which introduced a couple of their own. The mech stages in particular are unlike anything I had seen in, like, action platformers at that time. And Sonic Adventure 1 likewise has many different gameplay styles, but none of them remind me over much of, like, the Mario 64 or Mario 3D games. They were just both really, really high-quality lines of action platformers, and I'm quite sad that we don't have any more proper Sonic 3D games. Val says Evil Side is best side Adventure 2, and I mean, personally, I prefer the Knuckles and Rouge scavenger hunt missions. Me too. Well, I really like Knuckles stages because they're always accompanied by these ridiculous, yet legitimately high-quality rap songs. Pumpkin Hill, anyone? But there's no beating Gamma's gameplay in the original adventure. Okay, so we've got one more Yal Pantissimo race. This is the last one, and as you can see, Pianta Village during the day. Doesn't it look gorgeous? You'll notice the colors of the mushrooms also change. And yep, it's race time. Bunny says the only good part of Adventure 2, in my opinion, is the Chow Garden. Add a pet sim to Mario Sunshine, and it's literally the superior purchase. Still is either way. And yeah, Val says the goddamn Pumpkin Hill music. Well, I like that stage. I really, really like that music. If either of you are familiar with OC Remix, an online archive of extremely high-quality interpretations and reimaginings of classic video game music, one of their composers released an extremely high-quality pseudo G-funk cover of, or remix of Pumpkin Hill that is gorgeous. Anything you find on OC Remix, by the way, is going to be extremely high quality because they are administered by a lot of people with, at the very least, a journeyman's knowledge in, like, music theory or, like, production, and all pieces that are stored on the site or publicly displayed on the site, there's thousands of them at this point, have to meet or pass a quality assurance check in the form of an evaluation by at least 3 of the site's different mods or judges. It's really good stuff. And Val says it's a fun song, love it. Also the home of a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure reference. Really? And yeah, Bunny's got it. I like Nighttime Pianta more than Day Pianta. Really? I think, oh, they're probably about the same. This just looks very Mario. This looks, during the day, with, like, the color palette and all, this looks more like a Mario 64 style stage than anything else in the game. And do they have Mario Sunshine remixes? Oh, yeah! Yeah, Mario Sunshine. They have some beautiful Mario Galaxy remixes. Even though you can't play it, if you look up any of Mario Sunshine or Mario Galaxy's soundtrack, it's phenomenal. It's largely, or I believe, completely orchestrated. And some of the interpretations provided by the OC Remix crew are absolutely gorgeous. Val says, Pumpkin Hill is where you get the digging closet, and when Knuckles digs into walls, he yells, "Oh yeah, ora, ora, ora!" as he punches into it. Right. Alright, so we've got to get to the top of the big tree before Il Pantissimo. Which will be difficult, given I have no idea how to get there in the first place. We'll just follow him. God! It's okay, we'll get it next time. We know where to go now. Fun fact, then, Val, if you're familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, in the original Japanese, the main villain of the second season, a professional psychic, or tarot reader, who leads an eldritch cult that somehow manages to take over the entire playing card-based high school that the series is set in, uses a deck based around the major arcana, with its, like, I guess, ace monster being the world. And that particular villain in the Japanese version is voiced by the same VA who did Dio Brando, so it's not the first time the world got to hear Zawarudo. Yeah, and Val says, which as we know is a reference to Star Platinum's first Fist Barrage catchphrase. In Japanese it means roughly, come on, right, or bring it. Gotcha. And Bunny says, me heading over to see what they got in the Mario Sunshine category. It took me an hour to beat Pumpkin Hill my first time round. Did you happen to get one of those pieces that's hidden, like, on the side or back of one of the islands. Those are really tricky. Okay, Piantissimo. I got you. We got this. Mario just Naruto running his way up the tree. Over the tree! Never mind! That's alright. That's alright. I beat you up the tree and down the tree. Val says I could stream Dying Light. Oh yeah, that's a pretty good game. Definitely. That's 2 losses so far, due entirely to human error. You know, guys, we do well here. We may be able to clear, the entire game in probably just 2 more streams. I'm thinking 1 for, the final stage, and then, like, the post-game stars, and then 1 more just cleaning up blue coins, and we'll be done. Come on, gotta dive, gotta dive. I've noticed that Mario's running speed is slightly increased after flipping up from one of those tackles. Okay, let's do this proper now. There we are. Bunny says I don't remember. I haven't played a Sonic game in general for so long. I love Mario games so much more. Yeah, that's nothing wrong with that. I want to say I've not played any of the post 06 Sonic games that long. I'm of the mind, honestly, that if you just cut down the load times and polished up the performance in general, Sonic 06, even as it stands, would not be a terrible game. It'd be just kind of, you know, okay, maybe a little above average even. It was just a very unfortunate case of a game being rushed far, far too heavily. And yes, I know. Look, I will just keep saying Stars and Shines interchangeably. It's just ingrained into my lexicon at this point. The Goopy Inferno. That sounds awful. Val says Sonic 06 is literally Satan incarnate, but that's the thing. It's not that bad if you get past the loading screens and, like, the bugs, which I know, that sounds like the people trying to defend Cyberpunk. I'm just saying, like with Cyberpunk, there is some legitimately good stuff buried under the abysmal performance. And Bunny says Soliana's a Delfino Plaza ripoff. Oh, no. It's just a heavily, Italian-inspired setting. As was, one of Sonic Unleashed's main hubs. Okay, Piantas, what did you guys do this time? Okay, great. So we've just got to navigate this nightmare. Right, okay. We may or may not need to use the underside to do this. Val says, okay, but the weirdly written story, like literal bestiality. Okay, yes, no, you're right. The story was bad. But I mean, like, the gameplay, like, at its core is promising, I'll say. And the visuals are very good, quite beautiful. I like the Eggman redesign. I really like the Eggman redesign. And Bunny says, yes, and every time you say star, I'll proceed to call you out and threaten a very angry slap. I'm sorry, it's part and parcel of these streams now. Using, like, persistent terminology when your brain is hard-coded to, like, go with a different term, and you're having to also speak extemporaneously while dealing with several different types of stimuli, is actually a bit harder than you'd think. I actually have so much respect now for streamers, even those who maybe aren't the most eloquent or engaging, who manage to, like, keep up pretty dynamic conversations or complex trains of thought while they work. So what we're gonna have to do here, I'm pretty sure, is... Hold on. Let's surveil the area a bit more. We may have to use these grates. Yeah, the Sonic and Elise thing, that's, oof. Okay. Said this should lead us to the mayor. Good. Oh, good, the Electrokoopas are back. And it also appeared that our flood is on a graffiti or a paint M, which means that it's quite likely we may be able to get a blue coin from washing it off. Of course, its narrative purpose is just to remind us that Shadow Mario stole it, but oh god, I'm gonna have to do this, ain't I? Ugh. Whoa. Okay. Now, there are lots of coins here, but I really don't think this is the mission we want to go for 100 coins on. I don't know if there's a really good one for that in Pianta Village. Bunny says, hammer it into your brain. Shine, 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 shine. It's fine. And Val says, Sonic gameplay makes no sense as a whole in actuality. Like, the point is to run faster than the speed of sound, but our human brains aren't able to keep up with that. No human reflex on Earth could keep up with that. So when the primary goal is to do so, it's kind of a flawed premise, no? Well, I mean... yeah, but what about moving faster than the speed of sound and also Big the Cat? That makes it a far more worthy premise in my mind. Not a joke, by the way. I'll quite legitimately adore Big the Cat as a character. Okay, we're going to have to go back down now. Meaning relying on Mario Sunshine's fantastic ledge detection physics. Oh, no. There we go. Bunny says, do you think we'll get to the Chuckster's secret stage tonight? I want the chance to scream, I'm a Chuckster in chat. Maybe. Maybe. All depends on how smoothly we do here. Oh god. Oh god, have I screwed it? I think we may have screwed up. Hold on. Oh god. Well, no, we could always go over here and then, nope. Yep. That just may have done it. Unless... yep, okay, it's fine, it's fine. Val said triple jump it, probably not. And, Big Chonk is the only redeeming part of Sonic. Yeah, that's... They mocked me by constantly placing Big in the background of cutscenes in Adventure 2 without ever letting him become playable. And you know what you should stream? What's that? Okay, let's try this again. You all deserve this. Almost back. This is one of two stages, I think, that has us crawling around the underside of the village. Which just absolutely, triggers my anxiety. Because, oh god, we've got to make a lot of tight maneuvers here. And we can't afford to make a single mistake. Oh, yikes. spikes. At least you can evade the Electro Koopas pretty damn easily. Seems like we get a little bit of additional height when jumping from the swing, even if it's moving only very slightly. That's nice, I suppose. Bunny says I wanted to make a Pianta character today, but I couldn't think of any ideas. I'm getting PTSD because I had difficulties with all the Pianta village levels. Well, it is the last, like, proper stage in the game, so I'm pretty sure several of the game's most challenging stages are found right here. Oh my god, are you kidding me? There's a blue coin there? Gosh. Water? Nope. It's an interesting concept for a level, but... God, it's, quite stressful. Hey, Flood, there you are. And now we can clean our way to the mayor. Was a blue coin, right on. Should we go try to get the one on the underside, then? Let's give her a go. Val says, I should stream Graffiti Kingdom. It's a game originally released on PS2 as an exclusive. The premise is that you're a spoiled prince, but your kingdom was hijacked by the actual devil and you have to take it back. Along the way, you unlock the power to draw battle utility forms to suit your needs. It actually lets you draw your own hero. Oh yeah, I've heard of that. I remember seeing it in GameStop all the time when I was young, and always stopping just short of buying a copy. It looks intriguing. I say go for it. Hold on just a second. Bunny says, how long ago did I say I reckon I could get all the blue coins? Just watch me. I forgot. Probably about an hour. And time is flying by as I'm going through and collecting them. And Val says it's a combination game and art stream. That'd be perfect. Little something for everyone in there. Oh, well, let's go clean the mayor off now. Okay. Come on now, Mario. Work with the program. There we go. Got him. Now, says the only downside is that I'm not necessarily an artist. Well, I mean, I was able to play my way through one of the Drawn to Life games on DS as a kid, despite not being able to draw anything more than stick figures. And Bunny asked if I got all the blue coins tonight, would I be an Epic Sunshine gamer? I'm not familiar enough with the game to say, but yeah, sure, it would mean you'd 100% the game, more or less, right? You'd have almost everything under your belt then. Speaking of kids... And yeah, Val says absolutely, I think even getting most of them tonight would make you an Epic Sunshine gamer. To be fair, we've only gotten... How many exactly? Somewhere in the neighborhood of 170, 180. So if you manage to get them all from not... like, going out of your way to search for them all playthrough, yeah, I'd say you've definitely got some chops. I say you have regardless, but... Let's go ahead and turn these in, and kids, I think we may cut it tonight. Or for tonight. I should be back tomorrow, though. Fingers crossed. Just 22 left. And a good chunk of those, unfortunately, do come from blue coins. Let's have a look-see right quick before we leave. So that's going to be 17, 32, 52, 74, 83, 104, 128. We didn't do Rico Harbor, did we? 148. Oh geez, like 171. So we've got nearly all of them. Yep. And Val says the best part is you don't even need to collect blue coins to be cool. Yes, no, please don't be like me and try to 100% this game in one go. Just be yourself, yeah? Very good advice, Val. Definitely. Tell you what, that we're going to leave it for there, friends, but as always, thank you so much for joining me. I've had an absolutely phenomenal time. We will be back either tomorrow or the next day, fingers crossed, to dive back in. I hope to start a little bit earlier and also make more progress, because I have a good feeling that we'll be able to get all of the remaining stars that aren't tied to blue coins very, very quickly. Pianta Village, we've got 3 of its 10 main shines, so probably an hour of extra gameplay there, give or take. Noki Bay, we're just missing the one. We're missing the red coin star in the secret stage, which we can get quite easily. And then we're ready for Bowser, and Bowser Jr. And let's not forget, there is one more star or shine to get in Delfino Airstrip. And it's easy peasy. Alright, thank you, guys. Oh, Val says, before you sign off, yeah, what is it? Val says, I'm wondering why you're calculating all the totals from each level separately, and doing the math. Why don't you click the shine sprite that says totals and click? Because that only works for shine sprites. There isn't a similar counter for blue coins. There is for golden coin totals in each stage. But, yeah. We're making great progress. Yeah, it would be great, as I said, if we had tickers for not only the number of blue coins present in each stage, although I know there's 30 per stage, but also if we had, or roughly 30 per stage, but if we had totals for the coins available in each individual episode, because there are some that are episode exclusive. Alright, until next time everyone, thank you so much for joining me, I appreciate you all. We will be back hopefully in a day or two with more Mario Sunshine. Until then, have a wonderful rest of your evening. Bye-bye.